All good.
We're live? All right, good morning. Hello. A little bit behind this morning if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening on podcast, I don't think you care. Or maybe you do. Taping the golf podcast rehearsal for Riggs for our live show tonight at 5 o'clock. Many picks are in. You seem to be in good spirits, Dave. Riggsy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Just go play. I'm like, yeah, can you do? He's like, I got to play golf today. I'm like, life. Just hitting the links. Just not a worry in the world.
Yep.
Some old reminiscing of the early COVID days. Hardcore right when Riggs came out, which I like. You don't see that much anymore from him.
Oh, dangerous territory from him.
On YouTube. I mean, geez, this guy is not afraid. Pull him in. Jeez.
That's the one issue where even like the most liberal people are like, it was bullshit. Fuck that.
Well, I told the story today, and I had forgotten it. Well, I just remember when you mentioned it. I told it on the people will watch it here later on the golf thing if you watch it. I still don't remember what the exact one was, but one of the states in the first summer didn't allow golf carts, and one did, and there was a course that intersected both Massachusetts and Rhode Island. And people had to get out for a couple of holes and walk the 2 holes and then go back to their cart when they were back in the other state.
Why even, if knowing that going in, would you even get a cart?
Well, if you're going to do 18 holes, I think it was like 2 holes. So if it's like 95 degrees, then yeah.
But then if you have to go all the way back.
No, I think the way the course was, it actually came back.
Oh, okay.
I think. Right. I forget. Is that right, Dave?
I remember a story like that for sure.
We did. Yeah. I remember because it would have been Steve at the time. Yeah. So I don't, it's just very strange. A weird time. Anyway. So Mike's back here today. No third person, huh, Dave?
No third person. Yeah, they couldn't move the middle of the week, unfortunately.
Who was in Friday?
Who is this character?
Who was in Friday with Mutt?
I actually might be switching the person.
Whoa.
Friday.
Okay.
This guy calling
I had a
shots
couple
here.
people in the mix for Friday. Somebody.
So does it mean nobody with Mutt?
No. I
I
have
can't
somebody
do a show
booked,
with
but I
just
might
Mutt.
switch. I might switch to a different person.
I can't do a show with just two.
Both people can do it. I'm just making a decision. This person, apparently their family owned a horse in some race recently.
Okay.
I was like, maybe that's a nice little, you never know. It doesn't really matter.
Not at all, but yeah.
No, but so I just
I don't know.
maybe.
Okay. Well, whatever.
This might be a good time.
Sure.
I suspect this yellow shirt guy business has Dave rattled, and he's just
No question.
Yeah,
No question.
moving everything around.
Speaking of, so that's Friday.
Family had a horse in the Preakness 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Mutt will be all excited
That's
about that. Throw him a bone. That'll make Mutt happy.
I mean, Mutt's a friend, so I just want to make sure.
That's something that'll be barely talked about on air, and then afterwards. So really, they were in the
Oh,
previous.
Mutt will be he'll be so excited. He'll be so excited. As was I last night. Last weekend and last night. Finally, one of the great triumphs in history. Finally, I am a trivia tournament winner. I have
Congratulations.
a win. I am 1-2 now with a matchup Monday against the winner of the Frankettes and XYZ. Is that right?
I believe so.
Which was a good matchup. I will say this. I won't spoil anything who we play. But this game, which is on Monday night,
Yes.
is a absolute classic. It's the best game I've ever been involved in.
Really?
Yes. Most dramatic game by a million miles. Some say it's the best game in the history of the dozen. But go ahead, Mike.
There's a strange moment if you realize that Arian Foster, former NFL player, is participating in this.
Yeah.
Where Jeff goes, and the winner takes on the winner of the Frankettes.
That's right.
Arian Foster must be like, what the fuck is going on?
This is not Walter Payton. Yeah, very nice player. Very nice guy, by the way. Super nice guy. Like, you never know if you can get a Deion Sanders asshole or a Ryan Whitney who gets it with a former athlete.
Yeah.
And Foster seemed to me to totally get it.
Seemed like a very nice guy. It was not a good sign for trivia when they asked that Benji Molina question, and he was like, the only catcher I know is Mike Piazza.
Yeah, he didn't know anything. He didn't know anything. Somebody said who's worse, him or Pat, and it's pretty close. But yeah, Big T seemed very angry, but that girl is so humorless. My God, who was that?
Of XYZ Frank.
That was Madeline.
Mad Dog, who... So she does the thing after she says you're the biggest asshole I've ever met. And if you remember, I went in saying I'm going to be an asshole at this thing. So, I mean, it's really on her. I declared it. So, I mean...
So that's after the show.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So I went up to them afterwards. I shook Big T's hand. He was all pissy. He was bitching about he's one of these guys who I get along fine. I played the mini golf thing with him. But he was bitching to everybody about how they got the tougher questions, like that thing. It's like, shut the fuck up. First of all, who the fuck are you, A? And secondly, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That surprises me from him. He seems more... Mad Dog I don't know at all. He seems like he'd have a little more fun with it.
No, I did not get a sense he was having any fun.
It's disappointing.
Arian Foster laughing afterwards. I said, look, if you had beaten us, you talk all the shit you want. He's like, oh, I would have. We were laughing. Whatever. A bro thing.
Yeah.
2 athletes. I'm a champion myself, mini golf and trivia, first round, and 3-time MVP, which Foster never won the MVP. He did win one playoff game. I think he beat Marvin Lewis, so I'm not counting that.
Yeah.
And then Mad Dog, who after the game, she played pretty well in that match.
She was their best player by far. Yeah.
So after the match, I said to her, "Hey, you played really well." She's like, "Oh yeah, for a girl." And I was like, "All right."
Why did that come up? I don't remember.
No, because I'm sure she's talked to these other idiots, right? Where it's like that thing. Me, I'm this asshole. Like, you know, I'm like, I was like, "All right, whatever. Like, good luck with everything. Get the fuck out of here."
Fuck you.
What was that?
Fuck you.
Who's that?
That was her. She's like, "Fuck
Really?
you."
That's a woman speaking?
Yeah.
Let me hear it.
Yeah, I think I wonder if they edited it.
Yeah, let me
you.
hear it.
That doesn't,
Fuck you.
doesn't sound like her.
Fuck you.
that has to be edited.
Yeah.
It's clearly
She's a
like
pretty-
maybe in mixing. Yeah.
I'll just say in the next match, like her and other, like they became like they really like cheered against us in the place. Like we're gonna be the bad girl. Like that.
Whoa.
It's like, oh, whatever. You think this like I like bring it on.
Yeah.
But she's like, yeah, for a girl. I was like, oh, you fucking suck. Like you're lucky to have a job. Shut the fuck up. Honestly,
It's strange because all this was teased, and then watching the match, it didn't seem particularly contentious. Maybe
you heard her there. Was a copy? Not that one.
Of XYZ Frank.
That thing.
That's what I mean. I mean, you made a couple comments that maybe I would take.
Well, it's pretty obnoxious after one. I mean,
yeah.
A lot more of that coming, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I mean, you got some of that, but this is, I thought, pretty tame. But she was like, they were so mad. Now, there's a video of Big T says something, or Jeff asked him to say something, and I'm like, you think he's going to fucking say something? He's an idiot. He didn't say, I forget what it was.
Yes. Big T, do you have any thoughts? And you said he doesn't have a fucking thought in his head.
Right. He was
Big
fucking.
T thoughts. Bonus round proved, obviously.
He doesn't have a thought in his head. You watch his fucking game. She's the only one who showed up.
All right, we're gonna.
Yeah, you were complimentary.
Yeah, I gave her a compliment.
Yeah.
You know, for a woman, she's a good trivia player.
She had a lot of anxiety over that.
What?
By the way. Yeah, she was nervous about the airing of
It was probably that time of the month,
She
Dave, you know?
said on this show briefly that it's just basically like doesn't anxiety, but I think it was more she knew that what she said to you would rattle up your fans. Maybe.
Why? She's talking shit. I don't mind it, but I didn't mind any of it except for a girl. Like, where is this? You're bringing this on yourself. You played really well.
How did they not get that? Did they not? Did they have the cameras for stool scenes or something?
It was
about that?
I don't know if it was maybe it was. I have no idea. And then she it was. Yeah, and she was like, "You're the biggest asshole I ever met." And I was like,
That's what I'm saying. Is it didn't seem because you mentioned that.
this is where I think, unfortunately, like your eyesight is.
Oh, there's some.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that. You noticed it, Dave.
I
but
noticed
there's
it a little bit. Yeah.
There's some real like Big T got a real dirty look going.
Oh,
And that's not one of the guys clapping when we were losing was Big Ev.
Well, come on, you've driven him to that.
Listen, that's competition.
Is this team played yet?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, he would be on Reeg's team, right?
How'd they do?
I don't remember. I don't know where he is.
I think I know. That's why I'm asking. I think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I have my team.
Yeah.
Me, Quigsy, and Rico. On we go. And I think we're going to make this open to not open to the public, but whatever. We're going to do this Monday?
Yes, I was just kind of waiting on because I think you got to rent it by the hour, so I think we'll do 2 hours on Monday night somewhere.
Okay.
I'll confirm it today, and then tomorrow maybe we'll let people shoot us. I don't know, however you want to pick
Yeah.
50 people to come.
Maybe we'll be in here tomorrow. And are you coming in tomorrow at all or no?
Probably, yeah.
All right, maybe we'll just do it on YouTube or we'll do a Friday show or something.
Okay.
We'll give away
Yep.
or do whatever. And if we win that matchup, that would mean a week from tomorrow, I'd be in Chicago for the dozen semifinals and finals, which is pretty exciting, honestly. I want to win this thing. I'm sure people who watched last night got that sense. I'm here to win it. 10 questions. I think I got through 10 rounds. I got 9 points last night.
Yeah, you
I'm looking at
dominated.
the text from the commissioner today. 8.67 points for only 10 rounds last night, which is just phenomenal performance. And I got the niche question wrong. So, I mean, you're talking about one of the great performers stepping up. You're watching somebody that's peak physically, intellectually, at the biggest moment, rise to the occasion, which is something you don't see very often. Yeah. And I think it's worth watching and keeping an eye on. I'm telling you, Monday's match is unfucking believable. Unbelievable. That's all I'll say. Can't say we're playing. Won't do that to Jeff.
Right.
But yeah.
We shouldn't read into the fact that you're going to pack some sort of movie theater with people to watch this.
Well, put it this way. You know me. If we had
No, trust me.
No spoilers is what I'm saying.
if we had a crushing loss where I look dumb, I would definitely do that just for the content.
That's true. Yeah.
No, I'm good either way. So if you want to go Monday, we'll figure it out. So yeah.
I have been very critical of Jeff Delo's questions for Team Minihane when it comes to the music categories. And he kept it right up yesterday with that. Ironic might have been.
That's an easy one.
That's pretty easy.
I'm just being sarcastic. That was the easiest song. Like, I think universally, I don't think anybody in the world would have gotten that
Well, I
question
actually
wrong.
let the other guys, like I wanted those guys to get that one. Like I kind of turned to them. Like,
Sweet of you.
I mean, that's. Although their music question was really easy too, wasn't it?
Hello, Black isn't the. I could see
the
her
only thing
dilemma.
is I could have. Is it I'm the man or the man? That sort of a thing.
I
The
guess.
game before, both of them were extremely hard, I believe. It
Oh,
was
is that
like,
right?
It was like a DJ one. It was a Vici. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Book him, would you?
Bad news.
What?
Great.
That's
Some
what I
good
read
songs.
on
Yeah.
Reddit. What's that?
Some good songs out of him. Yeah.
Vici?
Yeah.
He was a DJ, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Rico loves levels. That's his jam. So,
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. So he came out to in Boston, I think, wasn't it?
yes, I believe.
Yes.
So. Yeah.
And he took his own life. Is that correct or no?
I think so.
Rico, he's still with us, I think.
No. Boy, don't break the team up right now. His team is together right now. See a hug?
Oh my God, the hug after the match. It was
Told him I
just-
loved him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have two brothers now. Again, finally. The two losers I had, now I got two real winners. Rico and Quiggs.
Do you think Quiggs adds? Is he because he's the only guy that hasn't been there before? Is he a big part in this? Or
Yes.
No? Just
yeah,
a
you
coincidence?
need a
glue guy.
a stable guy.
Yeah.
That was the Pat role. And now Quiggs occasionally. Yeah. I think Quiggs had some moments last night.
The tech question I think he got.
Yeah. Look, you
Those
get a
would
point.
be-
You get, huh?
What would those be?
I thought he got, no. I'm getting
What was
the
the
matches
what was the
confused.
tech one? What was
I
the-
don't know. I get
I can't remember. It was not Roomba. That was the other team.
Yeah,
but-
that might have been the second
yeah.
easiest question. Doesn't history?
Roomba?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of. But so what? Like,
Yeah. Oh, Ring. No, you got Ring.
Ring.
You got that
Yeah.
one.
yeah. Shout out Shark Tank. That's a Shark Tank part. My
It is.
guy, yeah.
Well, it's not. It isn't. It is.
Well, yeah, correct. It's the most famous. Yeah, with that punchable face guy who.
He comes back and judges sometimes.
He did. He came in. He all shook his hand. Shark Tank back for picked up for season 15. By the way,
Yes.
I saw season 14 is done.
I've not really watched much. I went back and watched the live episode, but I haven't watched
Yeah.
much of season 14.
You'll pick it up at some point on whether it's
Yeah,
not a memorable Shark Tank. I feel like they're just pounding episodes for syndication.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did not think it was a great season.
It's disappointing.
Too many guest sharks.
It might be too that people are inventing things to try and get on Shark Tank rather than
Oh,
like
for
back.
sure.
You know what I mean?
For
Like back
sure.
in the day, it was oh shit, there's a show like this. We'll
Yeah,
try and get on it.
Yeah, now you get it right, and you also have a tremendous amount of influencers on there now trying to do things. I had
Yes.
somebody on the other night
That's where the money is.
who was a bodybuilder. What was his name? Tank Sinatra.
Oh, I know Tank Sinatra.
Sinatra?
Yeah.
Who was pitching something. There was a board game, and I was like, "This is the stupidest fucking pitch in the history of civilization." Seemed like a very nice guy.
Yeah.
But like, and everybody was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" It was gross. Everyone was like, "What? Why are we doing this?" Have you seen Tank Sinatra before, dude?
No, I've never seen Takes.
You have, Mike.
I know of him. Yeah, he did a. I don't know if he still does a podcast, but yeah, big social media guy.
Yeah, he's huge on. He's at one of Instagram or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. TikTok. We're big on TikTok. People take up my fucking.
Yeah, they steal your content.
It's happened the other day, Mike, on TikTok. The other day, Colleen sends me this text. Somebody uses my audio from the Case season 2 and the Birchmore video and just plays it. And it has 2 million views.
Oh, that's TikTok.
yeah, it's crazy.
You got to start inserting your name in there or something.
we need the
Say the
watermark.
case. Yeah.
Is there any money in TikTok?
I mean, there is.
There
Yeah,
definitely is
for
if
sure.
if you're consistently getting over millions. of
Right,
views,
that's what I mean.
Or
Yeah,
if
it can't be
you
one-offs.
personally have millions of followers.
Yeah. No, I just don't know. Like, okay.
This was just complete plagiarism. It was just like that
insane.
other asshole.
It's total. Like, we've probably got like 20 million people viewing other stuff of my thing.
But
of
we're
our
not
stuff.
petty about it. I mean, it's just getting the story out there. So
Well,
we're happy
you
either
sent
way.
it to me,
Yeah,
not
I'm
me.
I'm not mad about it at all.
I know.
actually,
I think it's funny. I mean, it doesn't matter, but it is weird how that world is so different than anywhere else, where they just take it. They're like,
Well, that's the thing too. The nice thing about like YouTube or something is people will post other. There might be an account that posts clips of this show or something.
Right.
But like people might be like, oh, let me find what that is. Let me find the Kirk Minihane show or the case or whatever. On TikTok, you see it for 5 seconds. You're like, oh, that's pretty interesting, and then you move on.
But with true crime on TikTok, there's a shitload of engagement. Like the amount of comments that are on all those videos, it's insane.
But will people know like, oh, this is from the Case podcast?
absolutely not.
Absolutely.
You know?
No, but then nobody also does it. Like the story is just in general is huge on TikTok, but then nobody does anything with that.
Yeah.
They're not like calling police stations or anything from TikTok videos. So
No, they're just flipping. It's like my daughter, just fucking one thing, then the next thing,
Right.
then Tank Sinatra, then friggin' Harry Styles. Who the hell? I don't even know. Who knows? I just got my buddy Jim, my great friend Jim Russo, texting me right now a video of Springsteen tripping and falling on stage, which is like four nights.
you
ago.
haven't received that 700
Yeah,
times
I mean,
by
this
now?
is my best. Like, this is sad. Like, he's getting old. He sent me text from like 3 days ago.
Oh.
I hate that. Oh, what are you doing, Jim? What are you doing?
Well, he lives in a world where he doesn't have to be up on that shit. You know?
Still, but that's like something like my mom would have sent me. Like at this point, like what the fuck? Maybe he's taking her place. I don't know.
That was a bad fall though. Like it doesn't look good.
73!
That wasn't graceful. Like that was a I'm old as fuck.
He is
fall.
old.
He's old. He's an old man.
73.
Well, now he proved it.
Middle of a
I mean, he's in
3-hour
good
show
shape,
in
and-
front of 80,000 people. What do you want me to do?
Yeah. Only fall worse was probably Steve's in Portland, but
That was bad. It's like he'd lose his eye in that thing, honestly. Jesus. Anyway, so onward and upward. Team in the Hand goes to the quarterfinals, which will be Monday night. Jeff said around 7:30.
yes.
And the Chicago matches will be live, I presume,
Yes,
for all of us.
live that night, semifinals and finals. I'm told.
Wow.
So, yeah, a week, 8 days from now, will either be watching on television as a losing quarterfinalist, a losing semifinalist, a losing finalist, or champion. Like those are the four options.
It's exciting.
A nation waits. I will say there is real tension in that trivia room. People take this up very seriously.
Well, it seemed like, yeah.
Yeah, including Mad Dog. Hey, I respect her as a player. He's just fucking humorless, but it's the new Barstool. What do you think?
Of XYZ Frank.
I couldn't imagine getting in the mindset. You probably can relate to that. I can't imagine getting like, Jeff, you asked me harder question. Like, I can't imagine getting pissed at
I am
Jeff.
totally fine with that during the game. Like,
Yeah.
if you're being an asshole, like the moment, but like once the game's over, Jeff D. Lowe is not sitting there saying, I'm going to ask Big T a tougher question than Kirk Minihane. He's just not.
Right.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. Everybody, Brandon's the biggest bitch of them all, but like these guys all bitch like that. And it's just like, if you can't answer, he was going from, I'll say this, there was a person, I won't say who, because I don't know if this team has played yet or not. They lost, and this person went, I watched this person go from cubicle to whatever it is, desk to desk, in between all the filth and clothes and all that shit in that building, bitching about how tough the question was, which was not a tough question. But bitching, and everyone, you could tell people eventually were like, get the fuck away from me. It's like a scene 12 Angry Men where they just walk away from Lee J. Cobb. They look out the window. They were just like, leave me alone. Fucking leave me alone. So anyway. All right. So yeah, very excited, very happy. Huge burden has been lifted. Like I said to my friend Eddie afterwards, who loves me. I love Eddie. I felt like Jordan was on the floor crying with the basketball after he won. Just winning that first round is honestly great. By far, the thing I'm most proud of at Barstool.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
With all due respect to Jennifer Fay.
Yeah.
And to Kevin Craig. By far, the thing I'm most. If I could protect one thing, it would be that win.
Interesting.
Meant more to me than mini golf win.
Kevin Miller walks free today.
Would you give it all back to win anywhere in the world to go to dinner or whatever that is?
Why are we introducing this here? I'm confused. That feels very forced.
What?
That feels very inorganic. Is there something? Did it not? Mike?
Well, would you? Colin's been working on his segues, I've noticed.
Actually, just was a question.
Graceful. Do you have new news about that?
I have no new news about that. No.
Okay, well, there you go. What else is going on?
Did you see? You want to address Dan Rappaport's absurd tweet yesterday?
Well, so
I thought it was cool.
I was talking to my brother Ryan, and he was saying that like that's a running joke among the other foreplay guys or something.
That sounds more like them. That would make more sense.
But I think that's even more uncomfortable than if he's like, "Hey guys, look, I see his ass too." That's even more uncomfortable.
right.
I think.
Like, trying to relate to the kids.
So the man has a large posterior. The former, right? Yeah, he's in the
yes.
Hall, I think he's in the Hall of Fame now, isn't he, or no?
I don't know that. Has he been?
No,
How
I don't
long has he
think
been
he's- I don't think
retired?
he's in the
Not that
Hall of
long.
Fame.
He will
No.
be a first ballot, obviously. Fine player, Larry Fitzgerald. And they're good buddies with him, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Somebody called yesterday and said that they were blowing him.
That's right.
Or no,
Yeah.
they were sucking Calvin Johnson's dick.
Yes.
No, they were sucking Larry Fitzgerald's dick while talking to
Oh,
Calvin
right.
Johnson.
That's what it was. Yes.
That's a lot of. They should take video on that.
Star power for sure. Yeah.
They should do something with Larry Fitzgerald's ass then.
Right. Eat his ass out.
Yeah, or something, or fuck
Have
it.
Trent eat his ass while Frankie's blowing him.
See if he
Now we're
gets.
talking.
Yeah, it was like breaking asshole or something. Some new thing with Trent where he's trying to break something. Breaking hymen? I don't know. Whatever it is. Who knows? I don't know. Whatever. I'm just spitballing here. I'll let those guys handle it.
Yeah.
But Rappaport was like, I'm watching Harry warm up for his game, and I see this on Twitter.
There's booties.
Watching my son play catch with another kid, and I see let me see here, Dan Rappaport, who doesn't even acknowledge us anymore. Like that game is over.
Completely dead. Yeah.
Let me see here. Man, I was pounding the retweets in the last night of that trivia. I was very fired up. 17 hours ago, this was at 5:07 p.m. There's booties, there's dump trucks, and then there's whatever Larry Fitzgerald has. Now, to me, the man just like it's a little bit, but like it's just an ass. I mean, I don't want to be, it's just an ass.
I mean, it's on display.
He's got the tight pants
got
on.
tight
He's in
pants,
great shape.
Yeah.
I don't know his voice enough, Dan Rappaport, to be like, that's uncomfortable. But what I'm assuming he is like, I'm like, oh, Jesus.
I quote tweeted, said something. I was like, I got nothing. I don't know what to say. And it was one tweet that made me laugh. I mean, all the responses were making me laugh. What was one of them? I don't even know. But they were pretty funny. Yeah. Oh, where the hell is it? But yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Like, it's not, I don't really know. Any thoughts?
It feels to me, what, about Dan Rappaport's tweet in particular?
Yeah,
I've had those tweets. I'm sure you can go find them if you want, folks, where I'm trying to sound like the Barstool guys.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what it feels like to me. Where I'm like, oh, what would, fucking Big
Portnoy,
Cat say if he saw this picture?
It's just hypersexual, kind of.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, for sure. Yeah, I think that's what he was going for, at least.
Is it though? I guess it is. Oh, is he saying like he wants? Is he saying like he wants to fuck?
He's
him in the ass?
saying num num num.
Is that what he's saying? He wants to eat that asshole out?
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Which is great. I mean, if that's what Dan wants to do, fantastic.
Yeah.
But I don't get that. That's so. When Ryan said to me, it's like, oh, that feels even like more uncomfortable. Like now you're trying to be in like with the kids. Like,
Yeah.
cool table.
Yeah. Right. Oh, Frankie's gonna love
It's
this.
a very weird
Yeah.
like way to get into the cool table, but whatever. Like, hey, I think he's got a big ass too. I got proof, guys.
But here's what's strange about those guys. Sometimes that doesn't work where they realize like, oh, you're trying to just copy us. Right. But like with guys like Dan Rappaport, they're like, oh man, great line, Dan. Like they'll just dap him up and.
Well, it is a hypersexual show, foreplay.
Is that right?
I mean, even Frankie has admittedly said he would fillet unlimited amount of men for $1,000 each.
That's
but
true.
Frankie struggles with his sexuality.
He's fluid. I think he's fluid Frankie, I call him.
Okay, so maybe it's just that we're confused about where Dan wants to go with this. If we knew
Is that
more.
is that an existing photograph, or did Rappaport take the photograph of Larry Fitzgerald's ass? That's what I want.
It'd be great if Larry was like, hey man, what the fuck is this?
There's no Getty Images watermark on that photo.
That feels intrusive. I don't know. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, if you're Larry Fitzgerald, when you see that tweet, what do you think?
Maybe he can become like the male Paige Spreniak, where he just like, I don't know, just advertises his ass in golf or something. Good for him.
OnlyFans, Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. When did he retire, more importantly? For some reason, I'm curious about this. Larry. Great player.
About 5 years ago.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I don't even know if he's officially retired, but I don't think he's played for a couple of years. So I want
2020 was his last season. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Doesn't he kind of do that podcast with Brady?
Oh, can you imagine how bad that is? I don't know that.
Jim Gray and
Jesus.
Brady on a boat with Leo yesterday. You see those pictures going around?
Really? Yeah. What are those guys? They're
couple of horn dogs.
On a yacht.
Was it Eskimo Brothers?
Oh, yes.
Is that right?
Are they?
Is that what, yeah. Giselle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Leo was with Giselle forever.
Good
wasn't
for
he?
Leo.
5 years or so.
Wow, I don't know if I knew that.
Yeah, she was younger at the time.
I was. I had a feeling. Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Well, that must have been 20 years ago, right?
Yeah, I mean, probably be whatever it was. Well, yeah, probably.
Yeah, wow.
Probably. First of all, De Niro did this. You see, Pacino just had a baby too.
No, come on. I saw De Niro, but
I think Al Pacino, his 29-year-old girlfriend, but just
well, good for Al if he's still.
Pregnant, right? Didn't have the baby. Pregnant.
okay, preg. So even he'll be 83 probably.
Yeah.
Like that is so. I understand he's got money. I don't even know Pacino. Who even knows? But that is so fucking crazy to do to your kid, to have your fucking kid when you're 83 years old. Like that's a guarantee your kid's never gonna know you.
Yeah, you got to kind of still admire him for dumping loads into young broads, you know?
If he's doing it, I
something.
suppose.
Yeah.
Well, guys can go do that forever.
Right.
But, I mean, so he'll be 101 when the kid graduates high school.
with any luck.
Yeah, I mean, that's,
God willing.
It's very strange. Very strange. And nobody went to see those two comedies this weekend, though.
Two comedies.
They did the De Niro movie and the...
I did not see the De Niro movie. I did see The Machine.
Yeah,
that's what you're referring
Which nobody went to see.
Did that have a wide release, The Machine?
Kind of. Both did, and both completely tanked.
to. Yeah. Oh, I meant to look up what The Machine made. I assumed
Like
not
3 or
much.
4 million, maybe?
Yeah,
I think. How was it?
It was exactly what you expect. Honestly, I didn't think Burt was very good in the movie, but his performance was much better than Mark Hamill's.
Mark Hamill struggles with the English language at this point, I think.
I don't know what he was.
She made $5 million this weekend, and About My Father made $4.
I don't know how many comedies Mark Hamill's been in. This seemed like his first, perhaps.
I mean,
he was trying something that
he's playful about himself. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Like, he's always been playful about his image. Outside of Star Wars, he's never been like a particularly good actor.
No, it was weird. It was weird that they went more for like an action movie
Right.
with
right.
comedy than the other way around.
Right.
Like, I honestly think, like, I like Bert Kreischer. I know a lot of people don't. But if they went for something more like The Hangover, but with a father-son relationship, that seems like it fits a hell of a lot more than whatever that was.
Problem with those movies now is they could be great, and most people are gonna be like, "I'm just for this movie, I'm just waiting." Like, there's no reason to go see it in the theater.
Yeah, well, I think what they were trying, because Bert has like a big following on like social media and everything.
They went hard too. Jesus.
I think their logic was, can someone like this sell a movie?
The answer?
Apparently not.
No, right.
$5 million's not. I saw that Blackberry movie a couple weeks ago also.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
And then
It's made no money.
I looked up an article the second week it was in theaters, and they're like, Blackberry hits $1.7 million.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's not. There's just no. There's no market for that. It's in theater. Like the Kreischer movie probably wound up making money. Like at the end of the day,
I don't know how much they spent on it, but
probably I can't. I mean, what can the budget be for? I
don't know.
2
There
stars
was-
are Burt Kreischer and Mark Hamill.
yeah, I don't know.
We live in such a weird time. Like, was it Kevin the other day saying that like comedians are bigger than ever right now?
I
But
said
Bert
that's
Kreischer-
true.
I think that's
well,
true.
I think I said. Well, I said it with them
But then they can't like make a movie that makes more than $3
because
million.
because that
But who is?
because that audience is conditioned to watch him do stand up, and they're not like gonna go. They're gonna go home. Like that's the average. Mike is about the average age of like their fans at this
Yeah.
point. Maybe even some are even younger. So those guys are not going to the theater unless it is Guardians of the Galaxy or a movie you have to see in the theater.
But also,
Fast X. We've had this conversation.
Yeah, that and like, I mean, I'm an exception because I wanted to see it just if I had to talk about it on the show or something.
Yeah.
But like, if I'm just a fan, I see Bert Kreischer all day on fucking Instagram
Also
and
that,
his podcast. Whereas in 1980, you were like, holy shit, I can see Eddie Murphy in a movie. Let me go
Correct.
see it.
So
Yes.
would he have made more money if he like financed it himself and then just released it himself like they're doing with comedy specials?
You mean like Louis C.K. did with his TV show?
Louis did it
Well,
with a
he
movie
sold
too,
it.
and I don't think made that much money. I think
Well,
like,
he
he made his
Sold it,
money
right?
back,
Well,
and
he
that's
sold
it.
it to FX, right?
Horace and Pete?
I don't know what the hell.
No, Horace, he might have sold that to Hulu. But Louis made a movie with
Yes.
Joe List like last year. And I
Right.
think like they made their money. It was very small release, and I think they did okay.
Yep.
But like they didn't make money on
Yeah,
it.
remember when like 48 Hours came out or Trading Places, there were no other options. Like,
Right.
There were no other, there were 3 networks.
And
The
people were
cable
going to the
just
movies
started.
every week.
Of course.
You were saying, oh, what can we see at the movies this week?
You just go. You just go to the mall and say, oh, okay, Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. Great. I'm at Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd. Great. I'm going to go see it. You were ingrained. You had no other options. If you had said back then, hey, you can wait 4 weeks and then watch it on TV.
Yeah.
Some people would say, oh, okay. You had to wait. Back then, if, say, Trading Places came out in February or whatever, probably the VHS would come out around Christmas.
Yeah.
It's like now the pandemic's kind of changed. Pandemic's also changed a shitload of this stuff too.
It's a shame too, because like I liked that. I liked seeing that more in theaters than I would if I was just sitting at home watching it.
For sure. Yeah.
Like it's a nice experience now. They have the nice seats.
Comedies in the theaters, I think, are dead. Maybe they'll come back. I think this Jennifer Lawrence movie is actually an interesting test case because they're really trying to make this out to be like a Bad Teacher kind of movie or a super bad kind of comedy. Will anybody go see it? I don't know. Is Jennifer Lawrence a movie star still? I have no idea.
Is Jennifer Lawrence a comedy star?
Right, unless she wants to be.
Yeah.
It almost feels like this is her like trying too hard to be one. But I have no idea. Maybe it'll be really funny. Maybe it'll be gross. I don't know who I was. Was I with you guys the other day when we were talking about this?
I think it was Barstool. Yeah.
It was in Barstool?
It was at the KFC show.
Oh, the episode where I was like, yeah, the
there we
last
go.
great theater comedy I really liked was the 8th grade Superbad movie,
Oh, Good Boys,
which is very funny.
yeah.
But like, I don't know. Maybe I think those guys might be doing this movie. I could be wrong. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, nobody went to see those 2 movies, and fucking Little Mermaid made 150 million. So that's just the world we live in. Like that's those are event movies. Event movies will always have an audience.
I heard people couldn't get like seats for the Little Mermaid. Like they were selling out.
And like, I think I told you guys this when I was down at the Masters. It rained the Saturday. We had all day to kill. Ryan and I went to see Air. Went to this little movie theater in the middle of nowhere in Carolina, and the theater was packed with like guys, your age and Dave's age, all dressed up like Super Mario characters. Yeah, just like is
that right?
Yeah, the movie's made that movie's made like over $1.5 billion worldwide. You just never know. It's just the whole thing's just goofy. Who the fuck knows? That's the other thing. Yeah,
That was me and Dave. We were Mario and Luigi.
yeah, it's just wild. Bespoke Post is back. Okay, there you go. I haven't had them in a while. I like that. You take the quiz at boxofawesome.com. Your answers will help pick the right box of awesome for you. They release new boxes every month across a ton of different categories, cookout must-wears, camping gear essentials, drink game upgrades. You're supporting small businesses, by the way. 90% of everything that comes in your box of awesome is from a small up-and-coming brand. Each box is valued at $70, but you only pay a fraction of that price. You can skip a month or cancel anytime. Also free to sign up. You get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com. Enter the code Minihane, Minihane. That is the same name that my grandfather gave. The name has not changed, the spelling of that last name at Ellis Island. That is the spelling. Mini. Some people have Fred Couples. Mm-hmm. You know what his family's last name was?
I don't.
Coppola.
Ooh, really?
Yes.
Any relation?
I don't know the answer to that. I am not. No. Nope. How would that be related to him?
Well, I meant to the Francis Ford and Sophia and the like. Nick Cage.
Tyler Shire?
Yes.
I don't know. I never thought to ask him.
Huh.
Book him, Dave. Would you?
Get him
please?
back on.
Luck.
Francis Ford Coppola. I mean, oh my God, I would love to interview him. He'd be in the top 10 people I want to interview.
Does he have Coppola?
Yeah. Yes.
Does he have a show coming out or that is out or something?
A show coming. I know he's on Young Sheldon this year. He's directing 4 episodes. Maybe that's
Right. Is that right?
Yes.
I know. I saw like Rob Lowe promoting something, and they were like, and they mentioned Francis Ford
Really?
Coppola, and I didn't understand
There's
why.
a movie coming out,
Maybe that's what
Megatropolis, which is his.
Oh, is that the one where it's like going to cost like billions of dollars?
Well, not billions. It's funded by him, I think, but he's paying for it himself. Adam Driver's in it.
There's some story with that, wasn't there? Did
Can
we
I
talk
tell you, I'm
about it?
Team Adam Driver, although he's not my favorite actor. He takes chances. He tries, He tries. He mixes in some crapola, but he tries.
He's a little too deep. He's a little too heavy.
Adam Driver?
How so?
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of laughs. But he's a good actor. He's a
I
good.
saw one of those like.
But I need a guy for the next 30 or 40 years. Who is it? By the way, boxofawesome.com, code Minihane, Minihane. 20% off your first box. Boxofawesome.com, code Minihane. There you go, stupid. We love Box of Awesome, Bespoke Post. Great company. Go do it. Get some great stuff for Father's Day and for the summer. Like, the greatest career in the history of entertainment, I say this all the time, is Clint Eastwood. He turns 93 today.
Wow. Happy birthday.
Today,
Clint.
yesterday. I think it's today, right? Happy birthday to Clint if it's today. Or yesterday if it was. What the hell am I going to be riding with for the next 30 years of my life before I croak at 78? Adam Driver? Bert Kreischer?
Yeah. I mean, Leo's young enough still.
I guess that's one. I mean, you're talking about, this is my point with movies, though. You're talking about Nicholson, Hoffman, Redford, Hackman, Pacino, De Niro,
Yeah.
Nicholson, Eastwood. I mean, Duvall. It fucking never ends.
There's not a lot. I mean, like Affleck and Damon and Bradley Cooper. And,
I mean,
it's not the same crop.
These are good actors. I have nothing against these guys. It's not even their fault. Because you think, you'd be like, Denzel. Denzel's going to be 70s.
Yeah.
Clooney's in his 60s. He doesn't have that kind of career. Like, Connery. Like, giants. Like, these guys don't exist. And it's not their fault. It's because movies have changed.
Yeah. And TV shows are like much bigger.
Correct.
It's like,
Yeah,
I think
right,
now
like,
it's
yeah.
changed where
No, I think
bigger
you're exactly
actors
right.
are going to do shows on Netflix and
I think
HBO.
De Niro would have done an HBO show in 84.
Yeah.
If or Netflix if it was around then. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But like you make A Few Good Men today, right? Who's playing the Nicholson role? Denzel. I guess you could do Denzel.
Yeah.
You could do Denzel.
Yeah, that's probably the best option.
But who's gonna play Cruz? Timothy Chalamet.
Tom Holland? I don't know.
That's what I mean. Like, we're probably what's the guy's name? Jesus, the Magic Mike guy, Channing Tatum.
Oh no, he's
Yeah.
borderline irrelevant now.
Yeah, good year last year.
He did.
Yeah,
What do you come out with?
the Dog, which made $100 million. He had the movie with Sandra Bullock, which made $100 million last year.
What's
How do you feel now, Putz?
Yeah, I don't know. I just haven't seen anything.
He was in a movie with like a dog or something called Dog. I don't know.
Okay.
That's my point. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, you make Unforgiven now. Who the fuck is playing Eastwood? Who the fuck is playing Hackman?
Yeah.
Adam Driver's not a bad call. That's not a bad call.
I'm not, but he's done nothing for me yet, though, where I'm like, I'm going down the road with this guy.
Oh come on, that movie with Tina Fey was fantastic.
What was that?
It was where the
what, Steve
parents
Carell?
died and they were all sitting there, and with Jane
With Jane
Fonda.
Fonda?
Oh, she looks great in that one.
What's the name of that movie again?
Leave you.
I Think You Must Leave or whatever.
This
it
is where I
Okay,
leave
This
you.
is not
Yeah,
okay.
emotional movie.
Okay, how old is Adam Driver? Look how old Adam Driver is, please. Just please. Just for an exercise.
39.
He's 39. Okay. And that's your evidence so far for his career. Now, he's been in other fine films.
Yeah.
So that would be 82. Let me see. So when De Niro was 39, here's some of the movies he had done.
Okay.
He turned 39 in August of 82. Mean Streets, The Godfather Part 2, Taxi Driver, The Deer Hunter, Raging Bull, was Shooting King comedy at the time. I don't know. It feels pretty good. Pacino, same thing.
It's a different world now, though.
That's what I'm
Different world.
saying.
It's not fair.
It's not fair. It's actually not fair. Adam Driver was in, a massive franchise. He was in all the Star Wars movies. He's been nominated for Oscars. I think he was good in Black Klansman and Marriage Story. I like Adam Driver, but he's not going to bring me that kind of, I'm also older. I was younger than those guys. Now I'm older than these guys. That's part of it too. Right.
I was trying to think because I was at the theater and I was like, I like this. We should do this more just as like even if I'm not that crazy about the movie. And I was trying to think of shit they could do and I don't know what that would be really. I was trying to think like that's what I thought of is
what are you talking about?
Why don't streaming services buy
Mike's got inventions in his head, Dave.
Hello, Sharks.
I was thinking about things we should do. You and who?
The three of us.
Or you should buy some theaters?
No. They. I should.
Who are they?
I don't know why, like Netflix or Amazon or one of those streaming doesn't buy a chain of theaters and have particular like blockbusters that they want, and they're hey, this is going to be in theaters. It won't be on Netflix for a year.
They're going to lose money on it.
Will they?
People aren't going to go.
Will they lose money? They're spending $100 million.
They're closing movie theaters left and right all over the place.
But what I'm saying is it's because of streaming services.
Right.
If Netflix buys a chain of theaters and says, hey, our best shit is going to be in theaters a year before.
How would that be for their streaming service, though?
But what I'm saying is they're spending so much money. Don't Look Up is the first one that I could think of.
They don't want that now anyway because they just created like advertising.
They're like Red Notice, you mean? Or something like that Rock Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then there's an actual dollar value they can say, hey, this is what we should be spending on this movie.
I got you.
Rather than let's pay $100 million. Who knows if we gain one subscriber?
I think they're better. I get what you're saying. I think they're better off just saying, hey, like this was the controversy with Knives Out 2.
Yeah.
Right. So they bought the franchise from Rian Johnson for like $300 million to make 2 movies. Right.
Yeah.
And Rian Johnson had to beg them to release it in the theaters for a couple of weeks. I think they put Knives Out 2 in the theater for like a week. And they made like 14 or 15 million, of which Netflix gets like half of that. I think they're better off, forget about buying the theaters, like saying, hey, we're gonna promote, like we're gonna put them in your theaters. Because I actually think if it's really good, I think it helps Netflix. Like if the movie's good, people are gonna watch it on streaming. Right. Like it's just free advertising. I wouldn't spend the money. I wouldn't buy a bunch of fucking movie theaters, have to worry about all that shit.
Yeah.
I would put the movies in the theaters first and give them a good run. And then it has a streaming like forever. I don't know why they're so, like a movie like Knives Out 2, they could have made an extra $60, $70 million on, but they chose not to. And I think they're still trying, like Disney Plus, I think it's losing like $1 billion, $2 billion a quarter still on streaming. Oh my God, they're losing a fortune on it. They had to fire the other guy, bringing the Iger back. It's a whole mess. Right. I don't know.
They're taking off. Aren't they taking off some of their own content and then selling it to other places?
Yeah, selling out. Streaming is still a loss. Netflix is making money still, but yeah, they're losing subscribers. But it's still a loss for these new companies as they're trying to figure out what it is and spending a fortune. That Red Notice, which that's the thing about these streaming movies, right? Red Notice. If I brought 500 people in here and asked them what that movie's about, nobody would even know.
I don't really know.
The Rock's in it. Ryan Reynolds is in it, and what's her face is in it? The Wonder Woman, the Imagine girl, the girl who sang Imagine. Gail Gadot, is that her name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. Did she sing Imagine though? I didn't.
Yeah,
know.
with all the other.
Oh yes,
yeah.
Gal Gadot.
Reynolds and The Rock are huge stars. Like and nobody even know. Gosling's in a series on Netflix. What's it called? The Gray Man or something?
Yeah, I know that's a Gosling one. Is that a series? That's a movie.
It's a franchise, I mean.
Oh, okay.
Directed by the guys who do the Avengers movies.
Right.
Nobody even knows.
Yeah.
To your point, if you're like, hey, this is our huge summer blockbuster movie.
Right.
And you put it out for a month and then you say this is streaming.
Yeah.
If it's really good, people are going to watch it again.
That's what I'm trying to say is because
I just wouldn't buy it because when you buy theaters, you just buy it. You just buy it.
Maybe, but I imagine like AMC is not that expensive right now.
But also Netflix is not. It's not like Netflix is banging out 40 movies a year. That's the other thing. Not like that.
No, not blockbusters like that. But they could if they become what a movie studio was back in the day.
There's
no reason they couldn't.
Yeah.
But my thing is like now there's
I like Mike in the theater by himself. Think about this.
I was.
You think if Clemmer doesn't show up to that halfway cafe dinner we had, that we could have had a conversation just like the one we're having right now?
This could have been. We could have hammered that. We'd have
three guys
Clemmer's
talking
wheelhouse,
right now.
isn't it?
We'd have a small chain right now of
Yeah,
theaters.
this is just three friends.
I've told you guys this. The Lex in the movie theater. Did I say this in the air?
Yeah.
Yeah. This thing's for. I could buy this thing.
All right. Well, that's
the watch-
one.
Let's have the watch party.
What's his name? Is it Ted Sarandos? Is that his name? The guy who owns Netflix?
Netflix, yes.
Yes.
Book him.
Yeah.
We'll make a deal. We'll start right there,
Lock
Mike.
it up.
All right.
We're going to start right there.
I'm in.
Here's the plan. We're going to start showing Netflix movies at this theater. Ted's going to be like, yeah, we have no movies for like 4 weeks. Ted, don't worry about it.
Ted, listen to me. But my live events are like fucking comedians are selling out arenas. You know what I mean? Like there's something to live events and shit like that. There's something they could do to bring back movie theaters. I'm not the business mind
I
to
think I think you're at the very end of that generation.
Maybe.
Of people like my kids. And now Harry wants to go see Spider-Man this weekend. The Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Part 2 is out this weekend. Huge event. He'll go see it. Kate, if she never goes to the movies again, her and her friends, they wouldn't even cross their mind. Like they just want to look at TikTok and watch YouTube clips and maybe watch Wednesday or something.
Unless you almost make it like a hipster thing, like, oh, this is what old people did 30 years ago or something, you know?
I guess selling this hard. I almost think he's got something. I don't know what the deal is here.
All right, listen, guys. I put a lot of money into this. I'm in a lot of debt.
What were you saying,
Netflix
Dave?
is completely banking on ad dollars, I think, now.
Yeah,
Isn't that their big thing?
which is inevitable. I mean, that was always going to happen. I mean,
Yeah, and they're cracking down on subscribers. I see everyone saying that's going to make them money now.
Yeah, which I don't blame. People give them shit for that. I don't know what people.
Oh, they should. They gave us 10 good years of stealing.
I don't really get people are really offended by that. I'm like, yeah, they gave it to you for free.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, what else?
I don't know if this has to be accurate, but I think we have breaking news right here that Ben Mintz has been not rehired by Barstool Sports, but rehired by Dave Portnoy. I don't know if you're seeing this right now.
What the fuck is going on?
I think Ben Mintz is now an employee of the Brick Watch Company, I believe.
They're head of race relations.
Announcements, he says.
Yes.
On my 40th birthday, I'm being rehired by School Presidente as the first employee of Brick Watch Company.
Good for Dave. That's good.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I think he's going to bring these watches into urban communities.
I'll retweet it. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe it's like one of those things where he's learned his lesson.
What's up, fellas? Sure has been a hell of a month, but we're going to close it on my 40th birthday after a horrible start at the beginning. Great news at the end. I am being rehired by Dave Portnoy as the first employee for Brick Watch.
I'm happy for Mintzy. Good guy.
That's good.
Good guy.
That's nice of Dave as well. It's a good gesture.
I don't understand. They never had an employee before? Oh, they
just see the launches?
outsourced them or something?
Yeah, well, technically Dave's the only employee of it, right?
Wow.
I guess so.
Is he
How is that
owner?
possible?
Well, he
got rid of all his
hired
watches? He's
a
got rid of all his
vendor.
watches?
He had hired. Well, we didn't get one. Didn't all the employees?
I've been hired by
supposed
Dave
to
Portnoy to bring these to the dump.
I think I was offered one. Well, I'm happy for Mintz. That is very strange.
That's a nice gesture, though.
I'd like
You
to know
find
the
that to be
responsibilities.
in any way Portnoy being kind of passive aggressive to the people at Penn?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 A little bit.
I'm all for
But
it.
I like it, yeah.
No, I'm all for it.
Does that upset his enemies in any way? Do you think? Who's the one who just got hired?
This was never a big like outside story.
No one gave a fuck.
Yeah,
That's what
everyone's
made it
like,
so
this
weird.
Idiot said something like, I don't know. I'm happy for Mintz though.
Yeah.
I don't quite know what he's going to do. I don't even know. He probably doesn't even know how to tell time.
What's up, homeboys and homegirls?
That's what I'm saying. I don't.
Maybe he'll design the next version of the Brick Watch.
That'd be something.
Roy McIlroy press conference at Memorial right now. I certainly think Brooks Koepka deserves to be on the U.S. Ryder Cup team. Says he feels differently. This is from Rappaport, actually. Says he feels differently about the European guys and doesn't think any of the Euro Live guys should be at the Ryder Cup.
What?
What the fuck?
So he's basically just calling Sergio an asshole.
I guess. Don't get all.
He's such a pussy.
I don't even like. By the way, I actually don't even think there's anybody on the European side good enough right now to play on the team. Like Sergio's not playing.
No, but he's a leader. And John Rahm wants him, and he's the best golfer in the world. So
Sergio's the best golfer in the world.
no, John Rahm is, and John Rahm wants
Whatever.
Sergio.
You get my larger point though. Like, there's nobody like Brooks who's obvious. Like, definitely, like Brooks Koepka is one of the best players in the world.
Yeah.
But like, so Victor Hovland was in Live. You would say no.
Silly.
Still, you got to be consistent. Say Brooks should be on the team too because you're friends with Brooks. You hang out with him in Florida. I hate Rory. I really do hate Rory McIlroy. He's a fucking douchebag. I hate him. Hate him.
Harsh words.
Dude, I don't want him on.
I was close to it. Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't want him on.
All right.
Sorry for all the hard work.
What else? Good for Mintz.
You make anything of this Dodgers back and forth story?
Tell you what, it
of
takes guts in
inviting-
2023 for somebody to do this.
Real courage?
Yeah.
Yep.
Real courage in 20. So they had an event that's anti-Christian or something?
So they had gay pride planned.
Right, that's anti-Christian, that's for sure.
and
yeah.
they booked, I guess it's Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, which is some kind of group.
They're really weird,
Doesn't
right?
that sound made up?
It sounds like a SNL sketch. or
yeah,
something.
like 30 Rock or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's exactly right. Yeah, it's like Arrested Development, like a pilot or something.
Yeah,
with,
I think there is a
Tobias would
humor
be on.
and comedy aspect to that organization.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right.
But it might be people in drag a little bit. They're mocking religion a little bit.
But there's just something really like assholeish they've done. I don't know. There probably is. I don't know.
I don't know. I think they just mock religion. Which
A couple of the
upset a lot
Dodgers
people.
players who were Christian spoke out and said what? That they weren't in favor of it?
They did not want them there. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 'Cause
I mean, it doesn't. I mean, good for
so then they canceled them.
I saw that, but then they welcomed them
Then
back.
they welcomed them back.
This
And
is
now
this
it's
is
even
this
more.
is the problem. Is you know
It's like Mincy all over again.
yeah, exactly. They had. I'm sure the Dodgers got all this negative feedback, so they canceled them.
Yep.
And then they got all this negative feedback from the other side. So they're like, oh shit, we got to bring him back. And guess what? Now you get negative feedback from the people who gave negative feedback initially. It's
Sounds
what
like
the
in
fuck?
today's world, you just can't win.
How about just play a fucking baseball game and not worry about some fucking night? Just play a fucking game.
Yeah, they must be getting to that because this story comes up like once a month where a hockey team doesn't want to celebrate Pride Night, and then they
Shirts
do,
or-
and then they don't.
Right. I don't even understand. And gay people don't like sports. No. Not the way they float around.
Certain,
Chance.
no, they play with dolls and.
No, I mean,
yeah.
video in the locker room, maybe. That's a different conversation.
Sure.
No, but I'm kidding. Obviously. But I mean, but like, beats, like, why even put yourself in this pretzel?
Yeah, and it also doesn't seem like the outrage, like, there was kind of a bubble, I feel like, in like 2020, 2021, where now, like, the outrage just seems made up. It's like for clicks and everything, where the average person is not like, can you believe what the Dodgers did? In either direction. Like, no one really
Yeah, and
gives
also,
a fuck.
I think these players are really that upset. Like, no, they're doing this because, you know, this, then they get this, and then this. And
I
then
think the
you can-
religious players are pretty.
Well, they're psychos also. I mean, they're just as crazy as the other ones.
Why can't you just like honor certain groups or whatever, but don't make any of the players do shit? Like just call it out during the game and everybody.
I thought
moves
Laura
on.
Ingram said just shut up and dribble. Like, shouldn't he just shut up and throw? She feels that way about this guy, right?
Right.
I'm sure she feels exactly the same. No?
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Let's
course.
see what Aubrey Huff thinks about this. I feel like he's going to give a good perspective.
Yeah, where's he been lately?
I don't know.
I think he's still tweeting away.
Is he? Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know. Those guys, of course, should speak up if they want to, but I mean, they're going to do this. And
What was the other one? Was it the Blue Jays player who apologized yesterday because he like retweeted?
Is that they call Blue Jays apology?
Apology.
An apology?
Oh, is that what I say? Apologize?
yes, yeah.
It's kind of creative,
not
actually.
bad.
Yeah.
Make a show out of that.
He apologized because he endorsed like the boycott of Target and Bud Light. So the
son
Blue
of a
Jays made him
bitch.
apologize, I believe. Yeah.
Good fucking pitcher.
Good,
whatever,
good.
whoever. Jesus. Good. Yeah. Fantastic. What else?
Did you care about that Charlotte Wilder column that I sent you, or no?
No, I saw somebody sent to the show, right? I saw
Maybe
that
they
there,
sent it
yeah.
to me privately.
Okay, yeah, I saw that there, and like, she just wrote about how great Taylor Swift is, and like how
Well, the adversity that she goes through as a woman
Right.
in a press box. Which
Right.
why is she in a? I don't. She doesn't cover a team.
I have no idea. It's
press
also, it's also
box.
not true. She has no adversity. I've seen her.
Yeah.
But like, and she writes about how Taylor Swift brings everybody together, right?
Yes.
I don't care. God knows I go to Bruce Springsteen shows, but I'm going to guess if you take a look out at the Taylor Swift crowd, it looks a lot from one perspective like a Bruce Springsteen crowd would be my guess.
Well, Dave was there.
Probably.
Yeah, I would say the majority of the crowd is of one.
Yes.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. Oh, boy.
Yeah, when I was urinating before the show, Mike,
Yeah.
as
They were all
always,
out
they're
there
working
when I
on the
was there.
ceiling
Yeah.
and taking a piss, and guys are talking about the Celtics or something in this fucking place where Dave has me booked for like 90 years of my life.
I walked in and the door was open and they were standing out there talking about something. I tried to make it seem like I didn't see them because I got the old cane.
Yeah.
I just shut the door and it was quickly opened right behind me. I was like, oh, all right.
Well, Colleen's on the case right now. Let's see how he does.
Excellent.
Was related to the bathroom roof situation.
Yeah, I think she was just yelling to see if they were done yet.
Who's that?
The landlord was yelling at the people working on the air conditioning.
Is that the
Wouldn't they
woman?
be right there?
Is that the woman? Is that the woman who was sitting in the church thing? Then is that the landlord? When I walked in.
She
was like,
wasn't there when I just
like an older-ish kind of woman.
Yeah.
Like okay.
Yeah.
So she's the idiot who's screwed up the heat and the air conditioning.
She owns a building. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, with a building. A thing to be proud of. Jesus, this shithole. But yeah, the Swiss crowd is mostly white people. I mean, like that's just a fact.
Yeah, but it was a really cathartic experience. Actually.
But it's a bunch of it's like a lot of like little like Charlotte Wilder, like little rich
Oh, my
white
God,
kids.
yeah.
Like that's what it is. I saw it on Facebook the other night.
Right.
It's little rich white kids from Winchester and Lexington who have Wellesley, who have their
Oh, poor
dads.
people can't get into that. No.
No. So
Oh, certainly not.
So how inclusive is that?
It's not that
This
inclusive.
big liberal like Charlotte Wilder, who sucks, who's a terrible human being. She can kind of parade that bullshit about how it brings everybody together.
Yeah.
It brings a bunch of rich fucking kids together.
And meanwhile,
which is fine. Doesn't bother me, but what is that goddamn sound? That bothers me.
It must be fixing the air conditioning.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I do say to her all the time, like, we're doing a live show.
Is she here? Is the landlord here?
No. I didn't see her when I walked out of there.
Well, who was talking? Who's the woman talking?
I think she was yelling from...
Did she disappear then? Where is she?
Well, I didn't go chase her down.
She's in the
Let me go
ceiling.
look. She's not in this... She's
crawling around?
She's not in this
Oh, is she
office.
Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible?
Oh God.
Oh, is she hanging on? It sounds like 7,000 rats are in a race above my fucking head.
Well, as long as the air conditioning doesn't go off during, hot days of
What's
summer.
going to be in the 90s next couple of days, so I know it
Yeah.
won't work. That's definitely going to happen.
Well, thankfully, we just re-signed for a year, so...
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Good.
Man, fucking... But whatever. I don't... Like, I also don't care. Like I said, if a bunch of people want to get... But don't pretend that's, like, bringing, like, races and generations. It's bullshit.
Was she saying that it brought racists together?
No, but I mean, I'm probably reaching.
I've been frustrated that many of the biggest publications sent male music critics to review Swift's tour.
Wait a minute. What did you say?
Did you see that?
No, what? Say it again?
I've been frustrated that many of the biggest publications sent male music
What? Holy fucking shit!
Oh, do you smell it?
Is that too... Am I too frustrated there or no?
Well, so why does like Al Michaels get shit?
Hold on, I feel like Adam West here at the end of a Batman episode. Am I being killed right now? Do you smell this?
Tried to move past it. I didn't know what to
is
do.
going on
You were
here?
talking about one thing, and Dave was acknowledging the smell, and I was like, "Which do I?"
Will the crazy man and the blind man make it out this episode? Has Steve Robinson finally got his revenge? Find out next time on the Kirk Minihane Show.
That's me smashing through the window. Meanwhile, the door's open. I
Dave,
just walk
what
out.
the fuck is this smell?
I'm going to go check it out.
Go check it out.
They're clean. I'm guessing they're cleaning the bathroom. Would be my guess.
I'm to believe that men are not allowed to review a Taylor Swift concert?
No, that's what I was saying. Isn't it? Why does Al Michaels have to apologize for saying that like it's mostly young girls that like Taylor Swift, and then men shouldn't be reviewing the concert?
God, she's like one of the worst. I've been frustrated that many of the biggest publications send male music critics review Swift's tour, which is fine. Men are allowed to do their jobs. And most of them wrote very accurate reviews from a technical and musical standpoint. I do, however, think watching the show as a woman sports reporter hit different, as Swift would say.
Well, she's writing about it.
Does that mean that, like, do we keep the women out of, like, Springsteen? First of all, let's be honest. Who the fuck is reading a concert review?
Yeah.
If I'm a fan of Bruce Springsteen, they're going to be like, you know what? Didn't like the review.
Or the reviews
in
on
the
this.
Oakland newspaper. I'm going to see the fucking show. You've already bought your ticket.
But again, this is where like you get wrapped up in your own logic, meaning her, because like then she shouldn't be allowed at sporting events, right?
There have been many times, right, when I've walked into a Staples press box and the men turn and look at me like I had 3 heads.
Well, good. Then get the fuck out, lady.
By the way, that has never happened, but that's okay. This is the one, famously, my issue with her, she made up that story years ago about the Donald Trump in...
Oh, the Patriot. I was trying to remember what the origin of her
yeah.
was. Yeah, the Patriots fans
the
were
Lincoln Town or whatever.
turning in their jerseys. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. It was just totally made up. We picked through the stories like 8 things that were just totally wrong. Swift is an athlete, a musician, and an actor all at once.
That's true.
She appears
That
in-
I agree with.
Yeah, she's an actor. She was in the movie Cats, right?
Well, among
Was
many
she
other
not?
projects. Yeah.
Huge star. Her joy is infectious. She never loses the crowd.
That's true.
To feel herself become a myth, something bigger than one human being. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know.
I guess you just had to be there, Kirk.
I've said all along. I'm with it. It's here you go. It also showed me how far we've come together. She wrote.
Ah, good.
Yes.
Us as a nation or Taylor Swift?
Yeah, where did Charlotte Wilder, do you think, from Lincoln, go to? Do you think she went to, had a tough upbringing?
Probably so.
Can't imagine so.
She's a
guess.
woman, I imagine.
But she wanted that press box.
Yeah.
Well, you know how they act in that Boston Globe newsroom, so there's
That's
probably
true.
some adversity to go through.
Do you have 3 heads? I mean, that'd be if she had 3 heads, that would be kind of unbelievable. Was it the Globe she wrote that for?
Boston.com is who she worked for, so maybe.
I gotta look that up because there's a line there that I remember is great.
By the way, did they just give up on the disclaimer that they should be putting when they write about the Boston Red Sox? Like, is that just gone from the Boston Globe?
Are you now working for Muttstack?
Is that a Muttstack
It
take?
feels like a Muttstack.
It's similar to the Mutts
He
complaint.
wants to take it. He can take it.
I mean, what has happened to you?
What?
The Patriots have a Trump problem. Oh, no, it was SB Nation.
Ah.
Yeah. February 5th, 2017, Jesus. Yeah, they're my hometown of Lincoln, Mass, which is a very wealthy town. Yeah, she just writes about how the Patriots have the closest connection to the Republican president and the NFL teams after Trump was just elected. And many of their fans in liberal Massachusetts are having trouble reconciling their love for the team with the dislike of the man. Now, I remember that is about a couple of days before the Falcons game.
Yeah.
And I remember that comeback. A lot of people were like, I just sorry.
I didn't even watch. Why? What happened?
I'm not participating in this event because Robert Kraft is friends with another billionaire.
Yeah. By the way, again, is Boston like crazy racist or crazy liberal?
I can. Well, she says she lives in Lincoln, where there were a couple of Trump signs, but 78% of the people voted for Hillary in that town.
Yeah. All those filthy racists.
Yeah, she has trying to, or for Boston.com when Deflategate started. Even she writes things like this. Even the obscure figures like Judge Richard Berman, remember who ruled in Brady's favor?
Yes, of course.
I once overheard a few guys in a Boston bar raise their beers and toast to Judge Berman. I mean, stuff like that. You're just like, am I the only person paying attention to this stuff?
I remember there was egg on my face when I dressed as Chris Berman on Berman Day. I
was
didn't
a bad
realize what
day.
it was.
I dressed as Shelley Berman to play Larry David's dad, the actor on Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yeah, speaking badly about Tommy in Boston's like trashing the Pope when you're inside the Vatican. That's good stuff right there. Then she talks about the Trump thing. I'm just trying to find the Lincoln part. It's a very funny line. Oh, I was at a neighborhood party in Lincoln a few days before Christmas, talking to the parents of several friends I grew up with. They asked about my job, so the conversation turned to sports, and then naturally to the Patriots, and then naturally to Trump. Which, first of all, is even naturally. But let me set up again. And then naturally the Patriots, and then naturally to Trump. Oh, Susan Pease won't even watch anymore, my friend's mom said. She used to watch every Sunday with her family, and now she just can't do it. I called Pease a few days later to see if this was true. Yeah, I just won't watch, she said.
I remember.
She found one person. Can we call Susan Pease?
I remember the way you were using the name Susan Pease. I thought it was like a big like politician or something.
Yeah.
I realized what it was.
Yeah. Oh, Susan Pease won't even talk to her anymore. I just picture that everyone at dinner at that Christmas party be like, oh my God.
Oh, wow. Susan Pease is on Twitter
She is?
Yeah.
Well, is she though?
at the Women's March with the pink hat.
Okay. Because you never know if it's.
Oh, class of 75, Boston University.
Okay. Well, we give everything away.
At least she exists.
Yeah.
What's her address?
Parody account or not. Very funny though. But anyway, yeah. I mean, look, I got nothing against Taylor Swift, but like I said, I shouldn't like Taylor Swift. I like the fact that like I'm older and like kids, the next generation likes her, and then that generation likes Taylor Swift now. The Charlotte Wilders and the Kelly Keegs of the world one day be in their 50s and say to their kids, what is this music you're listening to? It's fucking terrible.
I think you would have. I think you would have enjoyed.
I would have been so bored after 10 minutes.
No, but if you took your daughter because she wanted to
only
go,
if she was into it. Like I would
If she
love
was into it, right.
to see Boy with Uke with Harry because I would love to see him love the show.
Yeah.
Right.
But I wouldn't want to go myself.
No, but I think
as
you
an
would also-
adult.
I think you
Being
would
there,
also
you might be
appreciate-
like, oh, well, she is talented.
Yes.
Oh, there's
You
no
know,
good. She's hugely talented.
But I
There's
think
no
you would
question, of
you would
course.
appreciate the atmosphere. The atmosphere was.
I don't want. I'm not into atmosphere unless it's for me. I don't.
It was
want
a happy crowd. Like, everybody was so positive.
I don't need that either. I'm all set. What else?
Well, the only reason I asked, let me just say this quickly, is did the Boston Globe forget the disclaimer because Bob Holler wrote an absolute puff piece on Chaim Bloom's family tree.
Oh, is he
basically
right?
today.
This I saw that
Yeah.
Mr. Bloom. They traces all the way back.
And I just wondered, like,
Get
they don't
this,
even do that
Jewish.
anymore.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
No one would have believed
Unbelievable. Who knew? Yeah, I saw there was a headline, and I didn't. That does seem like a Holler piece. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Chaim Bloom may be relatively new to Boston, but his family roots run deep. Wow. Did you actually read it or no?
I gave up on it halfway through, basically.
Yeah, that's. Anybody shitting on his lawn or no?
Nobody should.
I don't care then.
Yeah.
Jesus. What else is going on?
They didn't address it today, but I did hear what's his name from Rich Shirtenlieb had a little jab toward Fred Toucher, kind of.
I already didn't. Somebody told me he didn't mention Fred at all in the first show back.
No, definitely didn't mention it yesterday.
All right, we'll talk about Miltons in a second.
You do an excellent job. Thank you. You're not long for the show. But then again, who is? All right, 617.
Now they're poking fun at it. That's a fun little joke.
That's
I'm
I
okay.
know, but that's his way of addressing it. That's basically his way to the
I don't even know if that's a.
Oh, the fans,
Does
at least there's a
does
shot.
that even mean him too, though? If he says who?
That's what I'm saying. Is it's not even. That's like a thing everyone at every office says. Oh, you're not going to make it here if you're sane, pal.
The show must be so bad now.
Well, I wasn't a fan. I wasn't not a fan, but I wasn't a fan to begin with. So I imagine without Fred, I wouldn't like it very much.
Of course, I'm looking at the latest weeklies here, and let me see. They did the 26-3. Feels pretty good to me.
Yeah, but what's second place doing?
What's that?
How far behind is second? You know, they doing 25s, 26s.
I'll tell you, Greg. Oh, boy. Greg Hill's doing fine. That afternoon show, though, 13th,
Oh boy,
2.9. Doesn't feel great.
Takes time.
That's true. It's a process. Yep.
slow build.
Miltons, of course, a store for men. I still have to reach out to Bill and figure out this Harry situation. Just very serious. Or we can just go and get him a goddamn suit. You go to Miltons.com, of course. You go to 3 stores: South Shore Plaza, Braintree, Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill, or the Burlington Mall. Dress casual shoes, of course. Buy one, get one free suit event continues to roll on. Peter Millar, Faraday, all their new collections. Great shirts, great stuff. Time Bahama, Vineyard Vines. Just the greatest place. Go if you're in the Burlington area, go check it out. Great location. I like to have to walk into the mall. You just kind of go in, you go out, you go on side parking. I like there's plenty of room. There's parking and there's room. Is that what he says, Mike? Room. There's parking and there's room.
Yeah.
Miltons.com, of course. The first, I think, ad I ever read in this show. I hope. I don't know. I hope. If not, we'll fix it. By the way, am I hearing somebody tweeted me the other day, in the middle of it, one of the $1 million worth of games guys came in the show and did some
Advertise a sports book or something.
Oh, is that right?
Just like in the middle of a sentence or something?
Well, you don't exactly say hey, audience, we're going to commercial break now or anything
No,
like
I would
that.
never.
No,
do
but you can
that.
pick a spot like between subjects or something.
Well, that's what you try to do right before
Who's
you say
doing that,
what
you?
else is going on. I have to mark spots.
Oh, gotcha. Whatever, I don't care. Hey, Kirk Minihane show listeners.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on? Miltons.com, of course. Great clothes, great people. You help us out, you help yourself out, you help them out. Win-win-win. Go to Miltons.com right now, or there are 3 fantastic locations. What else?
By the way, thoughts and prayers to Don Orsillo today,
Is he dead?
who lost his television station. Did you see this? The Padres no longer have a TV broadcast home. So I think they're just broadcasting on streaming effective tonight.
Oh man.
Going forward?
And he's an employee of the team, so if he was an employee of the station,
He'd be out.
He'd be fucked, I think. But because they're employees of the team, they're fine. But
Thank
they
God.
don't have a TV home for. I think the MLB is taking it over.
He's working towards 4,000 games. God knows.
Jesus, yeah, no kidding.
Right. So it's
Wow.
scary times for him. So.
All Don Orsillo thinks about now is when Don is how old? A little older than me, probably.
50.
Yeah, 50, 52 maybe. All he's thinking about is how old will I be when I get in the Hall of Fame? Because they put all these guys in. Will I be 68? Will I be 72?
Yeah.
That's all he cares about now. That's it.
Well, he's got to stay with the Padres for a while, though. I feel like
Yeah.
in order to get that.
Yeah, he's gonna be calling Mr. Padre.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Red Sox thing's gone. He's been there now for.
It's only 5-6 years, though. 8, maybe.
I was
at
still
most.
on EDI, so
2015, 2016.
I'm trying to think when Don would call me and shit on O'Brien. That was that's probably right. He was rounding third. The play right or,
Coming home.
Yeah, so fucking people are psychos. But he's okay though.
He's okay. Yeah.
Good. That is scary. Yeah, that's really.
Well, I
scary.
saw someone. It reminded me. Someone sent us on Twitter. I guess Chris Mannix got into like a huge.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch it. I like Mannix.
Well,
I mean,
he just called in and was like, I guess he must do a weekly spot
do
there.
you
or
have that
something.
sound, Dave?
I didn't hear the sign.
See if you can find it. So
Print.
yeah, so Chris, who I've always got along with fine. I did a couple of shows with him, they're wretched, but
Yeah.
he was on some show. He thinks that is it Jokic, right?
Yes, Denver.
The MVP of the league. Or he didn't win the MVP, right? He did not win the MVP because Mark Jackson didn't vote. He scrubbed the vote or something. Because I think Embiid won the MVP. Anyway, but he's the guy in Denver's.
Yeah.
Denver's probably going to win the championship. So I guess he went on and said they were boring or something. Is that right?
Oh, well, maybe that led to this. But what I saw was, I guess,
Did he lose his mind?
Denver's. It wasn't lost his mind. It was just they were like giving him no respect because I guess Denver, the whatever station the Nuggets were only being broadcast to like 50% of the state or something like that. Like you couldn't get.
In Colorado?
Yes.
Yeah, it was like
that's
games?
what I read. Yeah.
Yeah, it was something weird like that where like their games weren't being picked up by the whole state. A lot of people, it was blacked out in a lot of places. And so Chris Mannix was like, you guys are doing an embarrassing job by not talking about this story every single day. And they were like, well, Chris, the legal battle's been going on for like 5 years. What are we going to talk about it for every day?
Yeah,
and he's like, yes, you should be.
See one clip here. Let's see.
And you have no clue. So when you want to have a fly to Denver the way you flew to Oklahoma City to talk to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and then we can talk about it in person. But until then, if you're going to sit there and just you're gonna yes, boots. Yes, that would be doing your job. That would be doing your job. You would fly into a city. You would actually do some reporting. You would actually talk to the people.
This guy. This got a life, you know.
This, then it would.
Hold on. Hold on. This is what I used to like about sports talk radio. Even if the argument's totally inane, it's still a guy super pissed off about something, and the other guy is on. Manic sounds like he is on the ropes there. No, tough spot.
I don't even know if this is the one I heard. I know there was a guy with a deeper voice who just goes, "Well, I'll never be on here again."
Yeah, there's another guy.
Oh, good.
I don't know if it.
And that's the whole point why you're here.
Follow him on Twitter at Rohan Nadkarni.
It's wonderful that they can write one article about the Nuggets a year. All right, let's get.
A whole 4.
Yeah, well, have a great day, Mr. Mannix. We'll see you later.
Yep.
All right, Chris Mannix, who we'll never have on here ever again.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No, I couldn't live without that fake laugh. Yeah.
So I think
It went on for a while.
Chris
but-
Mannix was just saying like 90% of the people can't watch Denver Nuggets games in Denver, and they said no, it's more.
They were like, no,
50.
you're wrong.
Yeah, but it's 50% is still a shitload of
Yeah.
people who can't watch.
That's crazy. That is crazy. That is weird though. Like they can't watch the playoff games on TNT or the regular season games.
I don't know the.
I assumed regular.
Has to be,
I didn't
right?
get what they were talking about.
Why
Yeah,
is-
I
why would
assumed
that
regular
even be
season.
why would that even be the case? I don't even understand. Like from
there-
a coverage standpoint.
Is it? I don't know.
It had something to do. Like I'm guessing, but let's say like Comcast didn't have. Well, Comcast is a bad example because I think it's Comcast Sport or NBC Sportsnet.
Didn't
or
have
whatever.
a
whatever's
wing of that or
Nesson
something?
or whatever.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh well, a predominant cable company doesn't have the station the Red Sox are on.
Right. Still weird though.
Yeah.
Very. I'm just looking at the map here. I'm just seeing where they. It's not like they're bordering anywhere that would, like, they border Utah, which has a team, but it's not like the huge Colorado is like a Jazz thing. It's not that.
No, it's not that.
Yeah, that's very strange.
It's new within the last few years, and there's some legal battle, but I don't know much.
I
else
did
about
read about it, but I'm still confused by it. I always got along fine with Mannix.
it. He's very bitchy, but he had an argument.
Yeah. He was, but I who knows? I don't know. What else, Dave?
AJ Baker plea deal, 1 year probation,
Yes, no surprise.
lost his license for 45 days. after
Is that a
drinking
different kid than the one who grabbed the person's breast on the plane, or the same one?
No, I think it's the
Same one?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Making the rounds.
Yeah.
What are they doing? Howie must have written about it today, no?
I didn't see if Howie wrote about it. I just saw the plea deal.
So, what did he get?
I saw he lost his license for 45
The
days.
kid's obviously a piece of shit, right? I mean, like, I think we're past that. If it's the same kid?
I think so. I'm pretty sure. Because that was a long time ago. He's 29 now.
Yes. Ask mother about this. Plea deals and such. He'd been golfing before they got him on the highway. In 2018, while his father was governor, AJ was accused of sexual assault on a JetBlue flight from D.C. to Logan. He was accused of inappropriately touching a 29-year-old woman who's saying that she was asleep, I think, and he was grabbing her freaking boob.
Well, no harm, no
Sure, he
foul.
was
She doesn't
hammered.
remember.
But, Charlie Baker's a great guy. It's very, very weird. But
Well, you can't blame a man for the sins of his boy, you know?
I mean, I guess. I mean, I suppose not.
What they do? Just fucking spray like Windex in that thing? Is that what you're smelling?
yeah, it feels
Because
like
it's coming through the vents.
It feels like
It was much stronger a little while ago.
Well, when
don't
I
know
went
what
over
it was.
there, I couldn't smell it. It's coming through the vents, right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, it's not good.
No.
You got no answers.
Well, nobody was over there. And then I walked down the stairs and she wasn't there anymore.
Are they up
so
there
they're on the
cleaning with Windex?
How are they doing that? Where are they?
They're going through our bathroom up to the roof.
Why are they always doing this? Like, I feel like
They're in there a lot.
I think the windows open there 6 times a year.
Yeah, you'd call that a lot?
It feels like I
I think
don't
you
know.
got every year you got to do maintenance on those.
Why is it always
units up there.
now? Why isn't it when we're not here?
Yeah, that's what I'll never understand. Yeah,
She doesn't ask you, right?
no. She has asked in the past when we had problems, but not this time. This is maintenance.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, why don't you just say, can you come in afternoon?
Right.
You know?
I mean, just looking at the weather coming up here. So, today's gonna be hot. It'll be 83 today. 90, 91 the next 2 days. 91 on Friday when we do the show. When we walk in here, the AC is not going to work.
That's not true.
I bet it works.
Guaranteed. Tomorrow, 90 will be in here. Dave will not be working. Then it dips. It's not very nice after. Very pleasant. So we should be fine. But then it won't work. We need it to work again. I guess So whatever. What else?
Nothing great. That Portnoy headline was pretty funny in the New York Post yesterday.
Oh, was that Glass-Steagall or no?
No, that was somebody else. That's good. That's clearly just actually. Do they print the New York Post? They do.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
right?
What is the New York Post doing? Because that's almost like
So weird.
fucking like John Rich wrote it. You know what I mean? Like a Barstool.
It feels like they're on some joke or something.
Yeah.
Clearly, that's not making print. That's just like a digital.
Yes, they do a
Right.
lot of that
thing,
stuff.
yeah.
Like I think the thing with the other story with Dave didn't make print. I wouldn't think.
Oh no, that could make print. That
Not
was,
bad,
that was
but, yeah,
everywhere.
but I don't think it did though. I don't think it did.
That's smart of them, though.
Yeah,
Do
oh
stuff
sure,
like that.
of course.
No, I could see that making print because they love that media stuff. At least there was some newsworthy stuff.
Oh gosh, maybe.
That. Yeah.
But I saw Eddie quote tweeted and said it's still not as good as the. Remember that one that a couple of years ago where it was like some reporter tweeted out that I've been told Portnoy's been coughing in the office. Remember that
Yes.
story?
Yeah.
I was like, God, that really happened.
They heard from his office. Yeah.
I remember I was with Harry. We went to see SmackDown. I got him out of school early. Went to see SmackDown in like somewhere in Connecticut or something. And we were at a bookstore killing time. When that came up, people started tweeting. I was like, oh my God. Probably spreading a deadly disease around the office. Oh, God.
Well, I hope he's all right.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. He seems okay now. He seems back. He just made a hire.
That's true. But maybe that's like Mintzy's being groomed to replace him.
Could be.
Like Succession.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's classy of Eddie to be very nice to you after all those comments saying you should host a Dave Portnoy show.
I saw those.
There's a lot of them.
Look, who was a bigger supporter? I said that Portnoy that he should do the show again with Eddie.
Definitely.
I'm an Eddie. Eddie's not
Yeah.
a Kirk Minihane guy. Kirk Minahane's an Eddie guy. All the way. I like Eddie. Eddie and I would be buddies.
So you're kind of the Leno to his Letterman, in a way. He resents you because everyone thinks you should be the guy. but-
Well, they're also
Yes.
like they're two.
I'd rather be Letterman. But yeah,
well,
I
I can't choose.
think it'd be Carson. Yeah. What's that, Dave?
You're two one chair guys though. Like Eddie's a one chair guy.
Absolutely.
There's not a lot of people who are like 100% one chair guys at Barstool.
Right. No, for sure.
For you two to get along is actually a pretty big deal. That doesn't happen a lot in network television.
If I'm ever in Chicago again, I don't know if I would be anytime in the future. I'm sure I'd love to stop by and say hello. But I can't imagine I'll be there anytime soon. Who's to say?
Are they still in the closet or are they now in the big...
They moved out.
Okay.
And they're going to, Eddie was telling me that. They're obviously part of the move.
Well, I figured that. Yeah, I didn't know if
no,
they were
they're
there
they
yet.
are somewhere else now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Go subscribe to blindmike.net, of course.
Please, thank you.
That's what we get today.
Yesterday we had Quincy.
Right.
Today we will be. Tonight, if you're subscribed to Blind Mike Project on YouTube, I think the Richard Lewis episode is going to be out a couple hours early on YouTube. So go
Nice.
subscribe.
There you go.
And then it'll be out everywhere else tomorrow. So listen to it. Eddie Murphy Raw will be up on Patreon tomorrow. And subscribe for the year. You get 2 months free. And I think Patreon allows like week free trials now or something.
Oh, I saw you tweet this the other day.
I believe that's, if it doesn't work, let me know. But I think that's true that they're doing that. So.
He's on top of things, guys.
Well, I said, yes, I want it. And then they didn't send me a confirmation email.
really?
So I guess I'm waiting till it fails
go.
for someone. But
Well, keep an eye on that
Yeah.
one. All right, so go do that. All right, Dave, we'll take a few calls, I guess.
I did like Jeff Duo going at Minifans last night. That was fun to see on the timeline.
Did he really?
I didn't
A
see
little
that.
bit. Yep.
What did he do?
I think he was just a little fiery after a Minifan called out his punctuation on the broadcast.
A sensitive guy, this Jeff
Couple
Deal.
errors.
Jeez, were there some?
I didn't notice them.
I didn't notice.
Take some responsibility, Just saying.
I also, now I think I understand it, but I like the rest of you, did not understand that 10 number one show.
I finally understood it, but I mean, it was.
So they each have 10, which means it goes back 30 years, I'm guessing, right?
It could
Is
be
that
more.
what they,
No,
yeah.
it could be more.
Well,
It's-
right.
It's, yeah, I mean,
their
it's
last
the-
10 for each.
It's the last 10 highest rated shows on each network,
Right. Okay.
which, I mean, I don't know, whatever. Like a show like Modern Family is probably ABC's for like 6 years, right?
Yeah.
Or How I Met Your Mother, or, it goes back to.
Because I, like you guys, was like, Big Bang Theory, what else? I can't. But
I was thinking, I honestly, like, we wound up winning it, but I would have definitely won it if I understood it.
Right, yeah, Seinfeld,
that was
Cheers,
that
Cosby.
was in my wheelhouse. So, like, I thought it was, what were in each of the last 10 years, what was the highest rated show on each network?
Right.
And even then, I was like, boy, there must be, I feel like there aren't 25 of these. I was just kidding. So we got lucky. I think This Is Us and like one or two other ones, but it was luck because if you, put it this way, if somebody had said NYPD Blue and God would have said, "Oh, there you go," like
Right.
a light would have gone off. But
Well, I'm going to go on Twitter and criticize Jeff for it.
he's not going to like
See
it.
if he responds.
He won't like it. He will not like it.
I worry about that.
He takes it. I will say, he takes it very seriously.
Yes.
He takes it very seriously. He takes his makeup very seriously.
Is that right?
Yes. He has those things under his eyes. Those
He reads those questions very fast. He does.
does he?
Yeah.
Too fast.
That's what my wife was saying last night.
Really?
Oh, no one could understand it.
Really?
I told her to tweet at him.
Did she?
She wouldn't do it. She
No?
didn't have the guts.
What did you say when she said that? You're friends with Jeff. I've seen you and Jeff early in the morning in Arizona down in the lobby.
Yeah, I said, hi, I know this guy really well. He does a great job with the show.
Yeah.
There's
Jeez.
nothing to complain about.
Wow. Does he read them? I don't think
I've never noticed that, but
I'm hyper focused, so
He does read them fast, but I think there's like it's a stylistic.
it's
type
the
of
dozen,
thing.
baby. It's a
move.
fast
It's a
pace.
move.
Go watch Jeopardy, you old codger.
Are you being a pussy and letting somebody else,
Take blame?
give your complaint?
No, I would never throw my family under the bus on this
Why don't you?
program.
Why don't you say it if you feel like he reads it? That's fine. Why don't you say it? That's what you feel.
No, but he does. First of all, I will say it. He reads the questions fast. I do
No,
not have a problem with it.
no. Does he read the questions too fast?
Oh, interesting question.
Yes. Do you feel that way as a viewer?
Dave Cullinane does not. His significant other does. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Headline:
I think
Cullinanes want low
all you need.
out at dozen.
The headline could be Cullinane says reads questions too fast. She took your name, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Cullinane says,
She took your name, right?
yeah,
Yep. That's a headline right there.
Yeah.
that's true.
Done.
And
That's old WEI.com. This just in special right there. I can do that in 2 seconds.
and to us, Dave is the star, but in that household, I'm sure she reigns
Sure.
supreme. I
Oh,
would
of
imagine.
course she does. Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
that's
think
a
it's
bigger-
a style thing, and personally, I agree with it.
Well, like she prefers like a Trebek type.
Well, because she wants to be answering the questions, like she's playing the game.
Sure, I
at
understand
home.
that.
And I'm watching as a viewer, just saying I'm rooting for you. I'm not necessarily.
Well, you knew the
answering
outcome,
question.
but yeah.
Somewhat.
That's an interesting dozen debate. Are you rooting for the teams or are you playing along as a viewer?
Interesting.
Oh, I think there are. I will say there are. This is the first year. Clancy was saying this to me off the air, I think too. I think this is the first year where people are really seem super into this thing. Like it's definitely
Fans or
yeah,
players?
yeah, both. Players were very yeah. You're getting a lot of that. I think there are people who really like to watch the dozen. Why? It's trivia.
Yeah.
It's a good job by Jeff. Good invention. He's come a long way from the guy who almost got fired when I first got hired for. He was basically dressed like a bum at the Dunkin' Donuts thing at Barstool.
Now, if they just get a host everyone can understand, that'd be, he could be an executive
I
producer.
don't think that's what we're saying here.
It sounded like what you were saying.
I mean, also, yeah, if he slows down a little bit, maybe everyone has a chance,
Right. Right.
He's like that, he's like that guy when I was a kid in the 80s, this guy who read those commercials, do like 5,000 words in 10 seconds.
Yeah. Well, go around the room. Dream dozen host. Who do you got?
That is Cullinane criticizing Jeff.
No,
Of
it's
course.
not.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
it's not.
yeah.
No,
No,
it's not.
we all
course,
heard it.
of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
It's just a family watch. That's a big compliment to him.
The whole family watches it?
Well, just my wife and I.
After 7 o'clock, the kids are in bed.
Kids are asleep.
Right.
Which people told me that I was like borderline a criminal for putting my kids.
Not
in.
borderline.
old?
Not borderline. That is a criminal act, I think.
How old your
Almost-
oldest?
It's
almost
light.
four.
It's light outside, and you're stuffing your kids in the bed.
Youngest
for
is
night.
almost 4,
Yeah.
so 7 o'clock. He's good.
How old's
stretch
the older
it.
child?
7:30. But she goes to bed, so who gives a fuck?
How old is she? Is it?
Oh, she just turned 6.
7:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, maybe it's a thing where we could.
I will say when Kate was really young, like really young, she'd be in bed at 7. But she was
the people who won't stop talking in the hallway.
because it's not my job, Dave. You're the producer. You produce the
gonna
show.
go.
I want to hear this. Ultimate pussy.
Hey, excuse me. Could you?
It would be so great if these guys just beat the shit out of him. Like you were doing real work here.
He comes back bloodied and
You're
bruised.
talking about a fucking trivia show, you idiot. Shut the fuck up. We're trying to fix something.
We were hired to do a job. All
I'm on a
right.
goddamn roof all day. It's 90 degrees. Fuck you.
If you fellas wouldn't mind,
If you don't mind, will you take some calls now?
I did yell things like I said, "Get out of here, lady." I didn't. Obviously, wasn't directed at her, but I thought that might,
You might get things going.
carry a little weight.
Oh, he's back. He's strutting in here. These guys never had a chance. You bully him around? Yeah.
Don't worry about
Did you hear us arguing? Sorry about that.
What'd you say?
I just said we're doing a live show. I'd like some peace and quiet.
I don't think you said that second part.
No, I kind of whispered.
If you street rats could keep it down.
Just reminded that we were doing a live program.
Okay.
But
What'd
she
they
saw
s-
the look in my eyes.
What'd they say?
She said, okay, we'll be done in 2 minutes.
Okay, sure. All right. They loaded up?
They are loaded up.
All right, let's go.
Start the timer.
masturbating.
Was he calling from the other room? Jesus.
Hello?
Kirk, what's up? It's Dan.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
He was masturbating.
What's up, Dan?
Hey, let me tell you something. Holly was saying something different to me last night.
Oh, damn. It's ridiculous. I mean, what can you do, Dave? It's Big Dick Dan Rappaport.
Horny guy.
I have big foreplay news.
Go ahead.
Guess what we just bought?
What did you just buy?
Movie theater in Lexington, Massachusetts.
Wow.
We're going to show Michael Block films for 23 hours a day.
Michael Block films for 3 hours a day? Dan,
Repeats of Michael Block films and interviews for 23 hours a day. The other hour is going to be Alba's feet. Just on
Oh, come on.
God.
That seems like an
Jesus.
unnecessary
Can't
shot.
fit that screen. The Larry Fitzgerald picture. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Not sure if the screen's big enough, to be honest with you, but we'll probably make an upgrade.
Dan, I just made that joke. I just made that joke, Dan.
Oh.
Is that it, Dan? Dan's gone?
Dan's here. He wants it.
Larry Fitzgerald,
Oh, yeah.
Dan. Larry
Waiting for
Fitzgerald.
you to try and make me laugh.
Larry Fitzgerald, Dan. Answer the question.
I bet, how many times did Cullen crank off to that picture last night? Over under 3.
Of Larry Fitzgerald? Did you masturbate to that photo?
I didn't masturbate to that photo.
What do you think of the pictures of women who have like...
You don't stuff the kids in bed at 7 o'clock and just jack your dick off, Cullen?
Jesus, Dan. When these pictures of these women with massive asses and all these guys does that turn you guys on? Like the massive asses like that?
No.
I like a little room back there, but that big, Mike, no.
I don't mind it, but that also might be a visual thing. Like, hey, it's big enough for me to see. You know, that's.
I hadn't thought of it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Dan, go ahead. What else?
Pretty much all I got, to be honest.
All right,
Go
good.
Block in the Canadian Open.
Yes, goodbye, Dan. Thank you, Dan. Hello.
Hey, Kirk, how's it going?
It's fine, thank you.
Great win last night. Not going to say congratulations because it was expected, but
Thanks
it's a great win all around. The hug from Rico was absolutely electric, but just had a question. Did you get a second-hand high from Arian Foster yesterday? Because his eyes were barely open.
he said
0 words.
He seemed a little compromised, but he seemed like a good laid-back guy.
Good for him.
If he enjoys it, the guy I'm sure has had put a lot of beating on his body over the years.
He's macrodosing.
Yeah, let him have some fun. It's a lot more fun than the other two. Jesus Christ.
I was going to say, a lot of humor on that side that you were facing. Jesus Christ.
Rough seed.
Big T looked like he was going to cry when you called him out at the end.
Well, he's a moron. I got one of these guys who wouldn't be employed anywhere else in the world. Nowhere else in the world this guy would be employed. He'd be out there, but fixing the. What's that?
Anywhere else in the world, he might have a few $1 million also after a can flew at his head.
Well, that's a good point. That's a good point. Well, that was a mistake.
Hey, but good win, Kirk. Looking forward to the watch party game too. So let's go.
Well, you're welcome to join us. Yes, could be a double watch party. Mintzy's gonna be giving out watches at the watch party.
Dave just quote tweeted, said he's the brick watch salesman now.
Okay,
that's an interesting.
Well, 2 negatives equal a positive, I think. I think.
I bought it because Mintzy was selling it. I don't know.
Well, Mintzy's going to do going door to door, but you never know. It's a bold move.
Carried his briefcase onto the
Good
next
move
city.
by Portnoy to win back the people who say he's like a sellout. Though.
Yes.
Very smart.
Yeah, I'll buy Penn National stock back.
Now, that is my watch salesman, Portnoy says, and it fits like a glove. I will not mention I sent the watches almost 2 weeks ago, and he still didn't get them sized. I don't care. Bring the watches to the people. Hello. They load up, Dave?
Load up.
Hello.
Hey, Kirk. Had to rally the troops last night. Great win.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say happy birthday to the great Clint Eastwood.
Yes, we talked about that. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Clint. 93 years old. Unbelievable. 93.
Quite a run.
Oh, the greatest.
Is he done making films now?
No, he's directing one.
Really?
Yes, as we
Jesus
speak.
Christ.
Yeah. Come out next year. Hello. I don't know how active he is on the set, but
yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Kurt, congrats on the win.
Thank
Fuck
you.
Mad Dog.
Yes. Well, yeah.
I have 2 stupid color name things we need to discuss.
Sure.
The one you luckily touched on yesterday on the show, the fact that he thought Michael Block, Block, the biggest story in golf, was pronounced Blocky.
That's a little weird.
I'm just getting a little worried because initially you didn't really have much of a reaction to that. I'm getting a little worried that you're getting too ingrained in stupidity.
I think so. I think this.
Over to you.
I think I said this, touched a little bit yesterday at the show, where it's like you can't even fight because he's just like, after a while, it's just like, well, he's just dumb. Like, what do you get? Like, it's getting mad at Clyde. You know? Like, what
do people call him Blocky? Is that where that comes from?
I call it as a joke, like we're buddies, like Blocky.
No, but then I got mind fucked to think there was an E after block. That's all. And I'm not like watching all the block content.
I think that wouldn't even be Blocky either.
Well, I did it with Walshy though. I did it with Walshy.
Or Block still.
But it'd be Block.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you called him Blocky, and I said, "Oh, in my brain fuck." I'm thinking, "Oh, is that how you say?"
In your brain fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. Second one caller.
The second thing is that stupid daily recap show that Dave has. Not only is it a terrible idea, but it's a terrible idea that already exists.
Oh, is that right?
Wondery already has this podcast. It's called The Lead Starting Five. It recaps the top 5 sports stories from the day before.
That's the whole point.
Why is that
idiot? He's so dumb.
I'd have to hear it.
So fucking dumb.
I'd have to hear it. I'd have to hear if it's the same.
How's that doing?
I don't trust this guy. I don't trust this guy.
It doesn't have the energy of Mike Manansky reading sports scores.
I don't trust him. This guy's suspect. He has bad intentions.
Well, that's true.
It is not a bad idea.
Sounds like a shit idea.
A lot of support behind the scenes for that idea. A lot.
What scenes?
From who?
Listen, I can't tell you, but
Give me one person.
Just a lot of people DM me, being like, "Yeah."
Not one person DM'd you that.
Yes, they absolutely did.
Did
that what they
5?
would listen to a list of sports scores the next day?
Not sports scores. Literally just plagiarize the Daily from the New York Times and make it sports and add gambling lines. It's the #1 fucking show in America. That's it. Try it. If it doesn't fucking work,
Why don't you do it?
delete it.
Do it.
I'm not a host. Listen to me. I'm a fucking idiot.
Do it. You can't read the script.
No, I gave that idea to Mutt. It's a Mutt exclusive idea.
Give it to
He's
Rico
a friend,
first.
and I'd like him to do it.
Okay, great. Yeah, I think he'll do great. Hello.
Hi, Kirk. First time. I appreciate the previous caller sending me up here. But growing up, I'm sure a lot of people, like their dad was their favorite, their hero, the guy they looked up to, the person that's larger than life. And then, as they get older, it's tough to reconcile that that's not the same person. I'm sure you kind of probably went through that with your dad with pancreatic cancer.
Yeah, well, he might have my mom. Yeah.
So I'm not sure what Coleman's kids are going to do when they grow up and they go and Google, Kirk Minihane show, and they see just hours upon hours of just their dad looking like the biggest moron and just no respect from any of the listeners or fans. I don't know how I would be able to reconcile with that.
Dave, go ahead.
Man, that's adversity that I don't wish upon anybody. It's going to be a real challenge for them growing up.
Well, it's going to be hard.
Lots of therapy, I bet.
It's going to be hard when they get old enough to realize, oh, my dad's stupid, though.
Who gives a fuck?
Well, because it's a weird thing. They can be like, oh, my God. Like I spent my whole time with this guy. Everything we've learned is in this bubble. And holy shit, he's really...
They're going to judge me based off the content of a comedy podcast as opposed to our experiences in our daily lives?
No, that's when they'll realize you're stupid in your daily life. I'm saying.
Okay, well, they haven't yet, thankfully.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Correct. There's 6 and there's 4.
This caller, this fuckface caller who just called in.
He's still on?
Piece of shit asshole.
Still on?
Oh, no, he hung up because he doesn't
pussy, you fucking cut him off.
I dropped him. Just kidding.
Pussy.
No, he got his point.
I dropped.
Whatever I was saying. It doesn't really matter.
Hello.
Yeah, Dave's playing a character anyways. This is not the
This is not the man.
Thank you.
It's all fun. Just a bit.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hey guys, so I know I'm a couple days behind here, but when you guys were thinking the other day about all the different terminology for boobs, I think you missed one of the great Steve Robinson lines.
Knockers?
So this would have been early in the show.
Right.
No, not knockers. This would have been about 2 years ago. You were talking about a woman who was arrested in Utah for walking around her own house topless.
Okay.
And Steve said something to the effect of, a woman can't walk around her own house with her Bebos out. And her reaction to that was just sheer and utter disgust.
I don't remember that
incredible, one. But I was surprised you guys missed that one.
I don't remember that. That's
have a
very
good day,
funny.
boys.
That's very funny.
I like that means years later he updated it to knockers. He's like, well, I'll relate to the kids now.
She hung her knockers out at a Nats game.
Hello. That's funny.
Hello.
Hello.
Just a question for you, Kirk. And before I ask it, I just want to state that I am a full-time Cullinane guy. The show's so much better with him, and I love you, Dave.
Wow.
It's nice of you to say.
But Kirk, the first time you had Ryan Whitney on the podcast, like years ago, you had mentioned that you guys get about 100,000 downloads per episode.
Yeah.
I wonder, is that number consistent? Has it gone up? Has it gone down? Or are you allowed to share that?
I don't even know. I know that I talked to Portnoy last week in New York. He said they're very happy with the numbers for the show. We had a conversation about something where that would be relevant. And he said that they were very, very happy with how the show's doing. So, yeah.
Great. That's great to hear. I love you, Kirk, and fuck all the haters who say the show's worse now. Are great now.
Well, no, the show's worse with Colleen, but anything with Colleen is worse. I mean, that's, except for the show with Kim Carrigan and BB.
Great show.
BB is killing it right now in Utica. Killing it. You still there?
I don't think it's an Odyssey station, though, so he's probably, well, maybe it is.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, that he have a job, hopefully, for longer than a couple more weeks.
Yeah, I'm sure at a different
Taking
rate.
young men out to pizza shops somewhere.
He's a fucking creep.
I think he had the best of intentions.
You do?
Yeah.
There you go. Hello.
Hey, so I have a criticism for Dave.
Okay, it's a big Dave day.
When he was in New York, where's behind the scenes footage of like the dozen? Like, why is there no video of that girl?
That's not Dave's.
Well, I'll answer it first because I think we took a call like this yesterday. Maybe
The Kirk Minihane show.
What do you
This
mean?
guy listens to.
Dave, you have to be. Dave, you're so sensitive. Jesus.
Listen.
Well, it's just. I think it's hard when the caller. There's like 5 million signs there about spoilers. You can't spoil anything. Like you can't at that point put
You
stuff.
can hold
up.
on to the video. Hold on to the video. And
I don't have.
release
You know
it
what? I don't have an
either
answer.
today
to
or
that.
last night.
I actually don't have a good answer for that one. Dave,
video?
There is some of the content that I do have some videos actually, but a lot of it made the final product. That's the problem. Like when you guys were in the behind the scenes stuff, like I had that whole video of you guys behind there.
Yeah, I saw you there.
But I can't because now they used it on the show. So I don't know. I do.
You didn't grab Rico or Quigs.
No, I do have, but he said all the same shit too. He said, I have a Rico video that he said like, oh, got the monkey off our back. And I was like, oh, now it's repetitive. He said that 2 times.
Caller, do you have anything to say? You want to apologize today for all the hard work he did? He talked to Rico for 30 seconds.
He's gone, but
you got bounced as well. Hello.
Got rules with an iron finger back there.
Jesus, he used to kill Steve all the time. Hello.
Hey, Kirk, I just wanted to thank you for bringing back the R word because I grew up in the 80s and the 90s, and there was no better word to insult your friends, joke around. It was never meant as a hardcore insult. It was just something you called your buddies when they were being stupid, and you've inspired me that I'm going to start breaking out that word now at work,
excellent,
at home.
Dave,
any
print the
chance I
t-shirts.
get, I'm breaking
Print
that
the
word out.
t-shirts.
Wow.
Yeah, even at schoolyards, go start yelling it.
What a hero.
Picture calling with "We're bringing back the R word" underneath it. It feels like that could sell. I think that might
Have Mincy start selling those.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you get together watching a t-shirt.
Look what you've done.
I like picturing you at the White House. They're like, we're bringing retard back.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
A hero among us, Kirk Minihane.
That would be nice. Listen, what's her face was a hero among us, wasn't she? The
Monica Cannon Grant.
Yeah. Hello.
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
A lot of calling criticisms today. Jesus.
Unvalid.
We had some positives.
Sorry.
That's all right. With Father's Day around the corner, Omaha Steaks has made it easy to put a smile on Dad's face as someone with hand select. Is your dad allowed to even get near the grill, Dave, or no?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Really?
Yeah.
Can he
lights it himself too. He
Well,
doesn't-
he's eye level with the knobs, I imagine.
So, I mean, it must be dangerous. Though.
Yeah.
No, but
Little
he's
step
even
stool?
more dangerous. Like he doesn't even want the igniter on the grill.
Is he shirtless while he does this?
Oh, you fucking better believe it.
He is? Is
Gotcha,
he really?
right. He's always shirtless. He never wears a shirt.
February, he doesn't wear a shirt?
Honestly, inside the house, not often.
Really?
I don't understand.
Seems inappropriate, frankly.
He's a wild man.
As a kid, he was like that?
Oh, he's a shirtless
So he'd be done
guy.
from work.
He was no pants then.
Obviously, maybe in the winter. He's
So if he come home from work and just rips the shirt right off?
sometimes, yeah. He's when
What
he
is
comes
he
home
like?
from
Is he
work,
like an animal
take the
or
shirt
something?
off, jump in the pool. Yeah, he's
Like Tony Soprano, he just jumps in that pool. Is.
Good for him.
But I understand, like today, like, is your dad retired? He's not retired, right?
No.
Okay, so he's works till what time? Like, what's a day at work for him?
He'd be home 3:30ish, maybe
Okay.
like 6 to 3:30ish.
6. Oh, so he's up early.
Yeah.
Does he have breakfast like with his buddies, or does he have?
He used to go to a diner.
Yeah, I like that. That I like.
Yes.
With the dead guy or no?
No, they would. I think they would do
Little crew.
breakfast on the weekends, but
Little
it's
coffee,
usually the crew that's on the construction site that he's meeting up with or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Man's man.
What's that?
That's a man's man type of story.
He gets his kiddie menu from the crayons.
Do you have any crayons here,
Yeah,
sir?
he's all happy. So he comes home after a day's work today. It's going to be in the 80s today.
Yeah.
So bam, shirt off.
Yep.
Pool.
Bam.
bathing suit?
Just
or is
opened
he-
up the pool, so yeah.
shorts, like work shorts. You jump right in.
Birthday suit?
Yeah, I guess he runs to the bathroom, puts on the bathing suit, and then goes in.
What's he do in the pool? Like after he jumps in, he's doing laps.
Oh,
he's just
hanging. No, he's just hanging out.
Oh, he just likes it.
Yeah, he's just hanging in there.
Is there the radio going or?
Well, on the weekends we'll get some country music going a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
Kids bop.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Well, hey. But Omaha Steaks, of course. Give Big Jack will Omaha Steaks this year. I mean, honestly, the best Father's Day gift there is. Bacon wrapped fillets. There you go. Air chilled boneless chicken breast, burgers, jumbo franks. All are awesome. I am telling you this. 1,000% endorsement right here. Order today. Get $30 off the promo code Kirk, K-I-R-K. And every purchase is backed by their unconditional 100% money back guarantee. You go to omahasteaks.com. Promo code Kirk. $30 off. Minimum order may be required. See site for details. Go to Omaha Steaks. Love these guys. Oh, they're the best. Go to Omaha Steaks right now. So we'll be in here tomorrow, probably, Dave. Maybe we'll do the announcement then for the theater thing if you want to. Is that the one you're looking at?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. How many seats will that be?
50.
50. Okay. So pretty limited event.
Yep.
For people, I'll be there. Dave will be there. Maybe some interaction with some of the Team Minihane members as well via satellite or something. I
like it.
Can we pull that off or no?
Oh, yeah, we can. Definitely.
If people want to go, great. We're believing not going to charge on arm. We'll just make our dough back from the theater. We're not looking to go nuts there. And then we're back Friday. Unfortunately, Mutt will be here.
What?
Not
Why
unfortunate for us,
unfortunate?
but unfortunate for him because it's June 2nd.
Oh, right.
It is the day. I have it right here. We have no idea what time it is.
Come knocking.
Do we have any idea? Call him real quick and see if he could at least tell us what time the drawing will be. Think he'll have any idea?
He usually has at least one decent line on the phone, so it's worth calling.
He's all excited.
You know?
He's had it scripted for 4 hours. He's all worked up. The Red Sox are hiring a new radio engineer for his Mustang.
What was this Wondery podcast called?
I don't remember.
Hi, this is Mike. I can't get to my phone.
Right, Nobody calls him Mike.
Nobody. Mike.
Nobody. I've never called him that, ever. Not once. No, I've never heard anybody call him that.
His family must.
I've heard his mom call him Michael, I think, yeah.
Yeah. Mrs. Mutt, I
I think his brother calls him Mutt.
Really?
I think.
That's strange.
We'll ask him Friday. Mutt and a guy whose family has a horse.
Yeah.
What a lineup for Friday. Nobody books it like us. What's the name of the show, Dave? You found it out?
Oh, yeah, I got it.
What is it?
I'm a little nervous about that.
Let me hear a little bit.
The lead starting 5.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
It's called The Lead Starting 5?
Yeah.
In fact, no one's ever heard of it.
There's like 2 titles.
The Lead Starting 5.
Lead listeners, I'm Lindsey Graham, host of the Wondery podcast American History Tellers. Today I'm partnering with Collecting to rewrite their future.
I think it's different.
Right. It was absolutely heartbreaking. My hometown couldn't survive. The entire town was basically
doing
shut
here?
down for a year and a half.
This has got to be a lead-in with just audio or something.
The
I didn't want
lead-
to play
the
I didn't
lead
want to
lead.
play the commercial there.
All right, go ahead. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
What is the fishing community doing to fight for their ecosystem?
Fly fishing is an extremely conservation action of the sport, so most of our tournaments partner
He actually
with
does. He
conservation
actually does whatchamacallit, which is pretty good. I've listened to it. He's actually done a couple of good series.
Okay.
He did one on essentially every presidential election, which I liked. Actually, I listened to the whole thing. It was pretty good. But
So he's like the Ken Jennings.
Yeah, I like his voice.
15-minute podcast.
You don't like his voice?
I mean, I liked it, but the story sounds fucking trash.
Oh, I'm not saying that's
Is that
any
the
good.
podcast? He's talking fishing?
Yeah, why
groups like Captains for Clean Water. Columbia has blessed me with a
Dave's
platform
vision is
to
better
talk
than this.
about the Everglades
Well,
water
I don't.
issues.
Come on.
This is the lead story,
What the fuck is this guy doing?
or is it a commercial?
No, this is the lead story.
You got to team up with
it
this
looks
guy and whip him into shape. Hey, Lindsey Graham.
I think you're in business then, Dave. I think.
Yeah.
I think you're still okay.
11 minutes. That's a good amount of time.
That's a great
too.
number.
Yeah.
11 minutes is perfect, right?
It's at 8 to 15. It's a sweet spot.
Do you feel good about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're back Friday. Go to blindmike.net, of course. So subscribe tonight. You get Richard Lewis perhaps a little early on YouTube if you're there as well.
Correct.
Is that right? All right, excellent. Go do that. We're back Friday with Mutt, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. We'll be on YouTube at some point tomorrow morning, I think. Probably giving away or announcing. How about the ticket sales themselves? Will we be able to do that tomorrow?
No, I think we'll just do a VIP list. We'll just give it away, right?
What do you mean? Oh, we'll do a drawing on Friday or something?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's just going to be free. They don't have to pay for it.
For the theater thing?
No.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, we don't have.
Short
Oh, good,
money,
good.
short
Okay.
money,
Yeah,
yeah.
good. Excellent. Okay, good. I was worried about that. All right. Yeah. We'll just give them away. Perfect. All right. We'll talk to you on Friday. Goodbye.